Push it real good.
I shouldn't have made that noise. Hi.
You okay?
It was a cute. No, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
Hello.
I made a noise and it made my throat feel funny.
No, buddy.
It's fine. It's fine. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
We are down a couple
Well.
people, as you can see. Unfortunately, Missouri is out of power. So
We miss the misery.
Yenrik and Razira are not present, but they are present on the boat in character. Just not out of character.
They're in Missouri's business,
Not, is he?
ticking down the clock.
Fucking great song.
Agni and
Go
Duality
somewhere
are...
else?
both
Yeah,
there.
Yenrik did go somewhere else, but like the next character will be somewhere.
Well, we haven't 100% written him out yet.
Oh,
So he's
okay.
still on the boat.
Oh,
with you.
okay. I thought he disappeared.
Cool. We
Not yet.
sync our spending
Okay.
stones then. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're
I'll
fine.
mute myself now.
So announcements. It would help if I brought that up so I could read it. That would be great. Let's see. Check mic settings, done. Take a breath after welcome. I didn't do that. Our sponsor tonight is Canadian Dice. Obviously, we love Canadian Dice, and Canadian Dice loves us so much so that Ryan gave us a boost in our discount code down to 15% off now. So,
Giving you shit in chat.
hey, Emily, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself, Emily.
Back hair.
Fucker. God damn
So
it.
yeah, use the code TheVectair, all one word, for 15% off your dice order. Not 10, 15. Just make sure to put that in at checkout so you actually get the money off, because if you don't do that, then you don't get the money off. Anyway, Maggie, what is your dice pick of the week?
Espresso, do you want to know why?
Why?
Because it's like becoming fall, and brown is a nice fall color, and people now are obsessed with coffee, specifically the pumpkin spice latte. But if you are not into pumpkin spice lattes and you just want a classic kind of like caramely tawny dice, espresso.
It's not even espresso though, it's espresso.
Can I eat it?
No, you cannot eat any Canadian dice product currently.
Not currently, but we're workshopping.
They do look very delicious, though. If you're like me, who wants to put everything in their mouth, even though you can't, you can look at them and be like, "Oh yeah, this is the good shit. It's aesthetically pleasing me so much that it goes into my other senses."
Yep, it's very nice. It's brown with like a gold dusting on it. It's nice.
We like our coffee with gold dust in it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like a not common color for dice too. I think it will look really nice if you have like a druid or a ranger. Or, like, you know, somebody who likes paper. It just gives me good vibes.
Yes, out of character, Moose. Well, we're not out of character.
I was raising my hand, but my thumb went
Oh,
to my
okay.
temple out of habit. I just noticed, Affy,
What?
that it's September.
Oh,
What's that?
okay.
That's why I donated all those subs last time.
Oh,
Is there a particular thing about September that you can manage your sub and get you can subscribe for like up to 30% off and still support your person that you were subscribing to 100%.
good to know, because
Yeah. I forgot about that.
I forgot about that, even
Me
though
too.
I saw the big banner when I was going in to change the Twitch stream info.
Yeah, I just exited out of it. It's like, what's this? Ads. Turbo.
Yeah. It's September, so subscribe if you've not subscribed, and other YouTube type savings.
Is October next month?
Domtober next month.
I thought you said Cocktober.
That's
That's different. It comes before, no, not November. And then there's no Piss July.
Lovely. What do we got this week? Wednesday, The Society at 9 p.m. over at Cantrips and Coffee. Sly, Artemis, and I are over there for that. It is a Call of Cthulhu campaign, so it is dark and twisted. If that's not your bag, that's totally okay. But still, go give Cantrips and Coffee a follow. They are wonderful gents. And our very own DM Jeremy has actually joined the crew over there because he's a traitor. Thursday, we've got
Yes.
Song of Crystal and Shadow at 8:30. Fixius 5 on Friday at 8:30. Saturday, Together Among the Stars at 11:30 a.m. We don't have a guest for that yet, I don't think. No?
Yet.
Okay.
What day is it?
Sunday morning.
Saturday.
Or Saturday morning.
Do you want me to bother people I know too?
Sure. Sunday, we got Legacy Fire on DM Jeremy's channel at 7:30. As well, our list for Spooktober has dropped. It is available on our Discord if you are interested in playing. If you want a sneak preview, there is a list of events on our Instagram. You can check that out. It is missing one from Queen Mother that came in late. But yeah. Our merch store, as always, is at tinyurl.com/backmerch, and there will be Spooktober merch dropping. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
Our podcast is available wherever you stream your podcast from. And yeah. Pause for 2 seconds. So Artemis can cut the announcements. Okay, we're good. So, where we left off. Last week, the party had finally pushed through to the end of the Trial of Hearts. Not without frustration and annoyance, however, as Shakuna killed all of the guardian snakes, despite an earlier promise that they would have the shrine to themselves and not be tread upon. They have been escorted across Valishan to a small coastal village where the succubus was ready and waiting. At the top of the gangplank, Captain Calypso was leaning, smoking on a pipe, ready to welcome you aboard like she expected you to be here. And now, with all of you on deck, you find yourselves pointed in a couple different directions, depending on which thread you wish to follow. Calypso herself stands up behind the helm, several talismans juggling between her fingers as she waits for you to set a course.
Should go to Barovia and find Van Richten.
What were the other options?
I mean, we
Couldn't
could
tell
go
if that
back
was
to.
if that was Breeze or if that was Rob. Yeah, I was like,
Oh.
Yes.
I was going to say, what are the threads? Read, expand on that.
Oh God.
So, Barovia. You have Gabriella's last known location as Barovia. You have Van Richten's last known location as Barovia, as well as Ez, who may be able to assist you with a prosthetic. In Cartacus, you have the Trail of Skulls. And it's difficult to tell how that domain may be faring now, given you've removed the opposite power play from the equation. Darkon, which continues to fall to mists, with several heirs vying for the seat of power. The circus, the carnival itself. Just to try and find your way. Maybe have Atlas touch base.
I don't know much about bases. I know that there are apparently 3 of them in a home run.
Did you just canonize? Canonize? Did you just
Canonize.
make baseball canon?
Yes.
It made
I
feel like it
Beatles
should be
canon
in
in
honor of
episode
Rob.
2.
But centaurs only. It's a centaurs only sport.
There you go.
Feels weird.
The
At least
so-
you have
Where
a
did they wear the
desire
band?
to go home.
the leader of the every team, your team specifically, Atlas, is a very lovely, kind, bald-headed, shiny-headed centaur named Robert.
Yeah, well, are vampires not allowed to play baseball too in the thunderstorms?
There will
Yes,
be no
Sparkle?
Twilight bullshit in my campaign.
Oh, that's what that is. I was like, what are you talking about? Oh. That was so fucking dumb.
I have a feeling you were a Twihard as a child, Affy.
No.
No.
Oh, you were probably too old for it, cause like,
I was older.
yeah, cause you were probably like
But
That's
also,
Buffy.
I have a sense of what's good writing and what isn't. I said
I
it
don't
and I
have
meant
that.
She was dressed in a long sleeve plaid and some khaki in a khaki long skirt, and he thought that she looked like the juiciest tender morsel.
He thought that she looked like she worked at State Farm on a winter.
Okay, sorry. Anyway.
She's
Anyway,
pound
on the boat.
hideous.
Chat is writing, by the way.
And by
Poor
chat,
Bea
you
is
mean
right.
Emily.
Yes, exactly.
Literally, they make up chat right now.
True.
Exactly.
They are the only one participating.
Anyway,
Anyway.
I think
so
random is here too, so.
Captain Calypso awaits your orders.
Captain Calypso, why were you here?
Oh, Tommen sent me on the right direction.
Can I make an insight check?
Go for it.
What is the word of my sibling? What of Darkon?
Continues to fall to mists.
I have to open my sheet again. Hold on.
Any word on the heirs?
They all still live.
Rolled a 21 on insight.
And the bastards?
Same. $21 on insight? Yeah. She seems to be telling the truth.
Wanna roll 2, hold on. 23.
Yeah, she's telling the truth.
You have the screenshots, so like I have to scroll between all.
Is there any movement from the heirs or the bastards?
I've
Any
not
whispers?
really had a lot of chance to interrogate your brother, but not from what they've mentioned. No.
Where have you last made port?
I stayed where you put me until Tommen mentioned you were here.
Does the village still stand?
Could you narrow down which village you speak of?
I
There are
can't
quite
remember
a
what the
few.
village was called with Spubprite. Spubprite.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Lawless.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
It was so long ago in my brain. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Rivalis.
Mm.
As far as I know,
Rivalis.
yes, but again, Tommen is in a volcano.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that, volcano-wise.
Well, I again don't have much information.
Uh-huh.
Sending stone, it's not very
Yeah.
thorough. Leaves us quite a bit to be desired.
Are we synced up
Synced up with what?
on our sending stones?
Clink it and sink it?
Boop.
We are now.
Quoted now. Clink it and think it.
Usually meant for
Same.
drinking, but I figured this was fitting enough.
Oh, if your strongest beverage still lies below deck, I would be more than happy to imbibe.
Be my guest.
Where are we going?
Go to Barovia and speak with Fenrichten. Somebody else
Barovia.
has a brilliant idea.
Any votes?
Also, I know that's where the DM prepped.
Stop telling my secrets. I can make it work wherever you want to go. You could go to fucking Harakir for all I care.
I
I want to
want
go to Harakir.
I want to go to Avirus.
I've got a
Invicius?
talisman for Harakir.
Why?
We found it in Van Richten's mansion or in somebody's house. It may have been in New Tempest.
Been there
I don't
before,
wanna
and
go
my other
back to New
character is there right
Tempest.
now.
Scary there.
Alice, do you have reason to go back to the carnival just yet?
I mean, kind of. If Yenrik wanted to hang out there eventually, I could introduce them and then they could give him a talisman. Also, I learned a lot about things while we've been gone, like the Bloodspur, and also other things.
Jeremy says the borders are shut in Harakir.
Shit.
Which is true.
They are, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Clopsa doesn't know that.
Yeah, that's true.
We can go wherever you guys want, but if I'm scared, one of you has to hold my hand.
Let's hold up a hand.
I give you a high five. And then I realize what's happening, and then I hold your hand. Actually, you guys can decide where to go. I have to do something. And Atlas, like, he looks like the brain cell has found him, and he goes to go under the deck.
Oh, the cat.
Yeah!
Charles. So we haven't cast away yet, right?
No,
Or
not
have
yet.
we? Okay.
Centaur going down the stairs.
Then just like is standing at the railing, just waiting for someone to make a fucking decision. And he's
Go to
listening.
Barovia.
To your ears, Athelstan, you hear the wilds, the jungle. It calls to you in its own way, but also repels you in a different way. There's nothing inviting here.
Are you happy?
There is no reply.
He reaches into his pocket and holds the concentrate of his power, the leaf orb that she gave to him,
Mm-hmm.
and listens.
Bring it up to your face.
He holds it close.
There. Okay. You hold it at the base of your throat, just where your collarbones come together.
Mm.
Spot sort of above your heart, but not really. And you feel just the faintest pulsing, which you now recognize as her heartbeat. Steady and calm. And all this time you've been chasing it in the green, but it was right there the entire time.
And he holds it in his hand. He tries to hold it in his hands, but it's just like
Holds it in his stump.
cast off.
Barovia.
Barovia.
Aye, aye. Calypso rings a loud bell, and all at once the leads holding you to dock pull inward, and the anchor lifts from the sea.
He just watches as it gets smaller and smaller. And if anybody looks at his face, it is just waterfalls, like an anime character. It's bad. Not moving, just
The sails unfurl.
Play in the background.
yes.
We don't have the rights, but imagine.
We didn't say which song.
We don't have the rights to any Celine Dion song.
We didn't say any songs or reference anything, but we all know.
We all know.
On the recorder.
The sails unfurl,
The kazoo.
and with a lurch, the succubus begins heading for the mists,
And
pulling
then he
away.
just screams.
Pulling away from the sandy golden beach. The village becomes smaller and smaller against the coastline, being devoured by the jungle.
Just does a Tarzan scream, not like the
Okay.
echoey one. Yeah, I want the echoey one. Okay. Jeez.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank
you
you.
have the echoey one.
You're the Disney one. I know that you know. Yeah, I know you can hear the sound in your head.
I can. But I can also hear the Wilhelm scream. So I'm torn. Sorry. Yeah, it's the first time I've ever made somebody do a spit take.
You that one night during Fixius.
Yes. Eventually, you no longer see the shoreline as it is overcome by mists. And that sort of neutral, non-temperature, non-airy sensation comes over you. I was going to go to the hall, but apparently not. What are you doing, Keela and Breeze?
You're muted.
We get underway. I'd probably go to, I guess, Breeze because they seem like they're functioning at the moment. And are there any questions we need to ask before we get there? I haven't been to Barovia in quite a while.
I've never been there, so maybe actually knowing who the Dreadlord is?
Sly kind of sidles up beside you all.
Sly.
Hi. Bestie's upsetty spaghetti right now, so just giving him his space.
No. It'll be okay.
What are we talking about?
Barovia.
What we might need to know when we arrive in Barovia.
Oh. Maybe we need to get a map?
Feeling we'll get that when we get there. Unless maybe Calypso's
Every
got
other
one
place
somewhere,
we've been
but
to just seems to give us a map.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
take this.
And we also don't really know where we're coming in, right?
Yeah, that's another thing that I would ask Calypso about it, but I meant more along the lines of I think there's a spell I can try to reach out and get some answers.
What kind of answers?
So what questions?
Well, knowing that they're coming from a god, probably vague ones, but I could still try.
Oh. Which god?
I think it's gonna be my son.
Oh.
So have
Okay.
we figured this out? Is he
Talking
the
about
one
commune. I finally am strong enough to have that spell, so.
have we figured out is he the one that's giving you your power?
I think so.
Or is it a different one?
I'm pretty sure it's him. If it's not,
Okay.
I'm really confused because I don't know.
Okay, so how many questions do you get? Because I know those spells tend to have limits.
I think it's 3. And they have to be yes or no's.
Oh. That makes the Dreadlord question stupid then.
We could probably ask Calypso.
Yeah.
Up to 3 questions that are yes or no.
I'm looking at the spell right now.
And they must be asked within a minute.
Did you lose the game? Yes or no?
Wow!
Why?
I'm not even here right now. Atlas is downstairs. I have to go to the bathroom. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, so yes or no questions.
Or
So
a
we can
short
activate Barovia.
phrase. It can be a
I'm
short
sorry,
phrase as well.
Effie.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. But
Sorry, Effie.
What?
what?
No, never mind. Don't worry. Don't open the.
Okay.
No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm deleting it.
Wow.
Just etch a sketch. Just
I
etch a
saw
sketch.
it. I saw it. Too bad.
Just etch a sketch.
It was
no.
seen.
You didn't see anything.
I saw everything.
I got my divinations mixed up. I'm sorry. Anyway.
Anyways, yeah, I mean, I've never cast this spell before, at least not for a very, very long time. And the last time I cast the spell, it was a completely different god answering, so it was also a little bit easier to talk to them back then.
Yeah, it probably would have been. Do you have
Yeah,
any
I
ideas?
Don't. Not really.
Well, I guess a good question to ask would be, is Van Richten still in Barovia?
It's true.
Is Gabriella still
Where
in
we get-
Barovia?
Yeah.
Or
I tried to cast sending and it didn't take.
what does that mean?
I don't know. Either she's dead or in a plane that it can't go.
What kind of plane would that be?
No.
Does that spell always work?
It's worked every time I've used it until now. At least I knew that it got to the person. They didn't always respond, but this is the first time it's ever not gotten where it was supposed to go. So I don't exactly know what that means.
I'm
You
sure
could
she's
try
okay.
again.
I hope so,
Yeah.
given the way
like
things
Bree
have been
said,
going lately.
You could try again.
Yes, I can. But these questions would be more for like things that we are really, really unsure about. It takes quite a lot of magic to do this.
Am I alive?
Like, do a medicine check on Sly.
Sure.
Because I know they panic every time this. Oh my god,
That
scroll!
w-
Scroll
that would be
faster!
Something that she'd say.
17.
She's fine.
Reassure Sly that she's fine.
Okay.
I was a doctor at one point.
You trained at medical school?
I was a combat medic.
Okay. Well,
Anyways,
Seeing whether or not someone's live is the first thing they teach you in cleric school.
is the subject alive? No? Okay, don't waste your spell power.
it's on the flow chart that they give you. Is the subject alive? No. Repeat to the next person.
Yep. See step 9.
Yep.
Is person alive?
No.
No. Have you cast Revivify?
Has
Yeah,
it been
exactly.
1
Yeah.
minute since
Indeed.
Have
death?
you cast?
You have the spell slots.
And the diamonds.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you can think of something, then we can try this. But we can also start with talking to Calypso too.
Maybe do that before we cast any spells. I'm a little gun shy about everything. I know we tried it, but
As well. I understand.
yeah.
Let's go bother Calypso.
We tried turning it on and off again.
Exactly, yeah.
All right.
You can
See?
do Atlas if you want.
Okay.
that
You
makes
will head
sense.
up to the helm, and we'll skip down to the hull. Atlas, you make your way down to the lower hull. It looks
Doesn't
very much the same as it did before. Lots of like supplies, food, water, all that sort of thing.
I say
Pss, 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 pss.
You piss for the kitty.
yes.
Make a persuasion check for him.
You did that in passive.
Or animal handling.
Better. Oh yeah. Fuck! It was almost an 18. I'm going to use an inspiration.
Okay.
This is very important, guys, and more important whether we live or die. Just so you know.
Well, yeah.
Obviously. Well, fuck.
That was a 9 and a 1.
Oh no.
Can I inspire my? Wait, don't I have something now? Hold on.
Do you have a wheel?
Communes with. Oh yeah. Do you have a
No.
leftover wheel or woe?
Yeah, but it's still a nat 1. Am I allowed to use my last inspiration?
You can use your wheel and woe on it.
Yeah, but isn't it still a natural fail if it's a nat 1?
Not if you change it with a wheel or woe.
Okay, then I'm
Yeah,
going
that's
to.
changing fate.
I'm gonna change my fate.
Will you tempt fate?
It's a
Fucking
crap die on my
great.
end, but now it is a total of 10.
Well, no, it's a total of 14.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't do math.
That's okay. It's from your original roll.
Oh, math is hard to do.
I know.
Mm,
So,
okay.
very gay.
Yep.
It takes a minute, but soon enough you see this big fluffy orange cat pad out towards you and then hop up onto a barrel.
Just like last time.
Hello, Charlie. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. Hold on, and I use a spell slot to cast Speak with Animals. Guys, you know this is important. I have to use my spell
Oh, I
slot.
know.
I thought you could already do it. I'm sorry.
I use it. How do I say that I use it? Do I just drag and drop it?
You just say you use
Just
Yeah,
boop
you
his
said-
nose.
There's
Boop
like
your
no
nose.
effect.
Boop his nose and boop your nose so that way you can sync up language-wise.
So you cast Speak with Animals, and Charlie sort of shuffles a little bit. Did you bring fish?
Let me check what I got in my inventory. It's been a long bit. I
I
looked
do
through my
like
stuff.
fish.
Do I have any of the dried fish?
Probably.
Possibly.
Any of the rations and the
Yeah.
fish that me and Razira like
Most likely.
Can I give him
yes.
some dried fish?
like that
Okay.
scene in Brother Bear.
Yeah, he happily starts munching on it.
How's the ship been, Charlie?
Very still for a while, and then we were on the move.
What have you been up to?
Nothing. Protecting the resources.
Mm-hmm. So, like, have you met Van Richten before?
No, who's that?
He's a guy, and he's, like, tough. But he's, like, smart. I think if I had a dad, he would be like Van Richten, maybe.
You don't have a dad?
No. Well, I probably did at one point, but, like, I never met him. Or if I did meet him, I didn't know.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Have you met Tommen?
no, who's that?
They're like this little guy, but in the non-binary sense that they're a little guy, and they like explosions. They blew up a volcano recently.
You can do that?
I don't think I can do that, but they did.
Oh.
Don't worry, he is fine.
Okay. Have you met Nina?
Who?
They're part of the green, and they made my plants, and I showed them my plants.
Are they talking yet?
Are they talking again yet?
Hey.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness, they're alive!
I was freaked out. His feet are like.
Just like running in the air, turning around
Up.
slowly. Oh my god! Oh my god, you're alive!
You guys
Dad.
were alive.
Trying to catch his
Ah.
butt.
I couldn't hear you for like how long was the trials?
About you were
Like 2 weeks.
A little over
about
a week.
10 about a 10-day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Was that
I
all?
thought it was longer than 10 days because we were in the shrine.
Yeah, we were in the shrine.
Oh yes, you were in the
So,
shrine for
at
what did
least
I
a
say? 11
fortnight.
days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Between 14 and 21 days.
Yeah.
Business days.
A fucking long time. Too long.
It's been
Business
like
days.
a month. Like this is like ADR'd over Atlas's talking as we decided how long. So it's like not lip synced up properly.
Charlie, this
Yeah.
is like kind of like tones out. Charlie's just watching.
He's eating fish.
There's a fly.
Ooh.
Eat the subtitles.
Sky raisin.
Yeah, we've been here the whole time.
I
Figured
know,
you
but
were
you
just
haven't
busy.
been- Like with what?
What? Well, you were busy with the thing you all were doing.
I know, but I missed you.
I missed you
Have you
too,
seen
Dad.
Mina?
Yeah.
Where?
It was before the trial.
Oh,
We got
but,
to like some boat thing.
oh, the Oasis.
Sure. It was before
Have
that.
you seen her? Have you seen her since?
No. I don't think so.
Oh, all right. Athelstan's really bummed out right now.
Oh, that's a shame. He really needs to buck up a bit.
He's sad. Sometimes we feel sad, and that's okay.
Yeah, it's totally okay to feel sad sometimes, but other times, like, medical intervention is a thing.
Yes, Keeli. Keeli's a doctor.
Literally, sorry, not here, but literally, Mina was the one who was providing the medical intervention.
Was she, though?
Uh,
As far as he knew, placebo's effect is big thing, you know.
Yeah, I think they also call those strawberries.
Oh my fucking gods.
I do
see.
like strawberry.
Not those kind of strawberries.
I don't understand the reference then.
Women and men who are forced into human trafficking are kept high. They're called strawberries.
Okay.
Yeah, she's making a reference that that Athelstan and Mina's relationship was extremely toxic.
Extremely.
Atlas
Yeah.
has not realized that.
No.
Heavily reliant and codependent. Possibly one-sided. Who knows?
Atlas doesn't know.
No one knows.
I
think
know.
I know you know. Keeli thinks that they know.
Keeli knows. Maggie is sus of her, but Atlas cares about Athelstan's feelings.
Yeah.
And not like the consequences of those feelings.
Yeah.
He's not there yet. And I say, hey guys, look, it's Charlie.
Hey, Charlie.
Can Charlie understand them? And can they understand
No.
Charlie?
Charlie cannot speak with plants, and plants cannot speak cat.
Oh, we don't know that.
Better hope that we don't make you a spider plant because that has minor hallucinogenic effects on cats. It's not toxic, but you know, it has some slight opium kind of effects, and my cats are drug addicts now. They like the lettuce.
This is also a drug addict right now because of the Canadian grade catnip that got sent to my house.
Which is not as
Oh,
good as New York
no.
grade catnip, I gotta say.
My dog's not into catnip, as far as I know.
Anything else for you, Atlas?
Atlas says, hey Charlie, do you need anything next?
Just more fish.
I throw him some more fish.
Yum, yum, yum.
And I say, if you see anything or, you know, need me, just holler at me.
I will holler at you.
And if you see any of those 3 people, oh, and 1 4th person, his name's Dez.
Oh, I remember Des.
Yeah, have you seen Dez since?
No.
Or Gabriella?
No.
Or Valish?
No.
Okay, well, if you see anybody, let me know. Can I give you a pat?
Yeah.
I scratch him behind the ears.
Give me there again.
Beep, 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 beep.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay, that's enough.
Hi, Charlie.
Bounce
And
your
then I
hand.
zoom up the stairs.
Okay.
Guys, Guys, my plants, they're talking again, guys!
Back on top of the deck while this is occurring. You three, Keli, Breeze, and Sly, move to Calypso, who is... her gaze is off beyond the bow, probably looking at things you can't see.
So hot.
Hey, Calypso.
Hi? What can I do for you?
Can you tell us about the state of Barovia right now? Anything?
I've not really had any sort of communication with anyone there.
You happen to know where we're gonna make port there?
Depends on how the seas agree with me.
What are the options?
Where are you planning on landing then?
The hope is Zarovich, Lake Zarovich, but I've had it happen where I've come in via the Luna River, or the Raven River. Hopefully not that one.
That's where
It's
we're
very
going.
narrow and very small.
Okay. Do you know who's in charge there now?
No, not since Strahd was killed. She hands you all a bottle.
I look at it.
He's telling you to hydrate.
Oh, okay.
It has rum in it.
I take a swig.
Here, take this down to the purple one.
Shot.
Shot.
Maybe it was like garnet wine or something.
Just start doing body shots.
Half of our party's slightly fuzzy, though. I don't think it's gonna work. Unless you're into that.
We were
But
talking
there's
about
a-
monster fuckers earlier.
But there's a difference between, like, human fuzzy and, like, satyr and Harengon and centaur fuzzy, I feel.
And Minotaur.
Oh, yeah.
I just imagine that Gordon is just like trailing behind Sly, so happy that she's here, just like hanging onto her tail, like, you know, like a baby elephant.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Like Arida.
The
Is that Calypso, the picture you just posted?
one that
She's
says
hot.
Calypso under
Hot.
it? Yes.
Wait, where?
I love it.
Oh,
Yeah, Miss
I
Walker
can't-
shot.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh,
'cause,
no, she's hot. Like
Oh,
Artemis said.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Focus.
I can't.
They are.
I can't.
How do you expect us to focus when she's hot?
They are focusing just on the wrong thing.
Her eyes are up here.
No.
I think I picture her very stacked too, under all that too, just like she hauling ropes.
You've never seen her haul ropes.
Oh, that's true. You know, like hauling it with her mind. She's intellectually strong.
I think she has a strong personality.
And she's probably like 400 years old.
When Athelstan and I went to Barovia last time, was Zarovich the place we went? Have we been there?
You would have landed in Zarovich, yeah. Lake Zarovich.
Zarovich. Okay.
Which is just outside of Valaki.
Do I know about it?
What do you know about it?
Yeah, like the local people and stuff like that.
You can make a history check if you like.
Wolfhead Wiley is now a hit over there.
Nice. 19.
And if it's not, I'm gonna make it one.
Aw.
24 total.
People need their
Except with
spirits.
the Valaki accent, it is Wolfhead Wiley.
Here you go.
Jack Wolfhead Wiley.
Fuckers. Okay.
Sorry, what did you...
24.
24? Okay. The people of Barovia are very depressing.
Yep.
So Athelstan will blend right in.
Sparkle Pony will not. Got it.
Sparkle Pony will stand out like a sore thumb. Both because of the centaur and that he is a Sparkle Pony.
Oh yeah, Des thought that I was a dwarf on a horse.
Yes.
that true?
Yes. This is the main land where the Vistani originated. And they've been able to sort of infiltrate all the other domains from Barovia as their kind of like home base. Here you know that well, now you know Strahd is dead, who was the original Dark Lord of Barovia. And a lot of his will kind of bent Barovia to what it is.
Mm-hmm. Probably reeling.
The village of Barovia sits kind of southeast of where Castle Ravenloft is. And it's a very depressing place.
Is the sun out now, though?
No.
Ah,
Not as far as you know. It doesn't, there's no sunshine there. It rains often.
Scotland.
The forests are as dangerous as the mists. So traveling off-road is very much ill-advised.
There's a wolf table. Roll for wolves.
Basically.
Yep.
There are more husks there than there are sold people.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
There
describing
Reason that we
Ohio?
know?
No.
Sounds like it. People are depressed. It's infiltrated other areas, and
Rains all
it's full of
the time.
husks.
You forgot about the drugs and the inbreeding.
And you also forgot
they have that
about
too.
the horrible crumbling infrastructure and the environmental disasters.
Mm-hmm.
And
Can
corn.
confirm the infrastructure is not great. There is one road that leads from the eastern gates to the western side of the domain. And it sort of like splinters off like veins from there. There is a renowned winery there that is known by its wines across the domains,
Champagne de la Stomp.
which is extremely rare because they can no longer make it.
What?
Okay.
Did they not get the gems back?
They got 2 back. So they are
Right,
able to
yeah,
make Purple Mash number 5 and Red Dragon Crush.
I do have that. I do have those bottles of Champagne de la Stomp that I fucking stole. Ooh, yeah.
Yes, they are extremely rare and extremely valuable.
Mm-hmm.
There is
Barovio. Barovio.
Barovio.
Sorry.
The people of Vallaki, before the death of Strahd, or like around that interim, there was a change in leadership. The Burgermeister, he was killed on his own doorstep.
Huh.
And his wife took over. So his wife now leads Vallaki, and they have done away with the parades and celebrations that they had almost every 10-day.
Wasn't she a cleric?
His wife?
Yeah.
No.
Why am I thinking of that?
Well, I don't know. That may be the case in another campaign, but in mine, she and her husband are commoners with like 4 hit points.
Which is why it was so easy to kill him.
Yes.
But for real though, like, was it this party that killed him?
No,
Yes.
it was.
No.
It
It
was
was
The previous
the
campaign
course
y'all
Breeze-
played.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Rob was in that party though.
Was it Breeze though?
no.
No,
I
it was
just
Agnes.
Allie, wasn't it?
No, it was Agnes'
It's
character.
Anyway.
So yes, his wife has taken over. They've done away with the celebrations and the all is well. And there is sort of this, it's not a dour state exactly, but it's more like realists. They're kind of aware of what's happening now, and they're not being brainwashed, I guess, by these celebrations. There is also the village of Kresk, which has a monastery that's up on a mountain.
Mm.
Kresk itself is very much a trading village, very small, mostly farmland. And you two know, Athelson and Keli, that Millie originated from Kresk at some point.
Oh, okay. How did Millie get from one to the other?
Wait, did Millie have both her eyes?
Yes.
Okay, good. I got scared there for a second.
Speaking of that, there is also the ominous windmill called the Old Bone Grinder. You don't know really what goes on there, but you don't think it's anything good.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And Van Richten said he was settling in Valaki?
Yes.
Okay.
He and his giant cat.
Okay. Have you had any word about whether or not the realm is unstable like Darkon is?
From what I've been able to hear from other sailors, it's as stable as Valasham.
So no.
Well, it's not unstable like Darkon.
Falling apart. Okay.
So I assume
So somebody took over then.
Yes.
To find out who that is.
Yeah, we should find out who that is. For sure.
Oh, Sly said that. Oh no. It's time for Sly's arc. Sly's arc. Anyway. You ain't here. And I'm pretty sure you're not gonna watch this episode anyway, Sly, so. Bitch. Bestie.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. So we should go talk to Van Richten and then get the hell back out.
Probably best.
If we have time, I would like to see if we could find Gabriella. She's supposed to be there somewhere.
I mean, I feel like it's not whether we have time, and we should make time for it.
Because Atlas suddenly appears.
Oh, he was coming up the stairs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you
About
find
the
Charlie?
time that he does come up.
Did you find Charlie?
I did. He was very orange and very cute.
That's good.
He has no new information to report, but it's okay because he's still my friend.
What were you yelling as you came up the stairs? I heard you yelling something.
My plants are okay.
Hey, welcome back, Victor and Jenny and I always forget the other ones. Straw Harold, there we go.
Harold, Corbin Blue, and Jennifer
Garcia.
Wall.
Yeah.
Hey.
Look, Gordon, they're back.
Hey.
Oh, that's great, Brie. Atlas, sorry, I'm a little fucked up. I found the rum.
Rubs Sly's tail on his face.
Yeah. See, Gordon, I told you she'd be back.
Yeah, I know. I'm fine.
Is he fine?
Did great.
Make an insight check.
I have to reopen my sheet again.
16.
A 10, because I rolled a net 1.
We're doing great, guys. I rolled a 14.
Atlas and Keli. Breeze fine. Breeze? He's not okay. He's not okay at all.
Oh, buddy.
I feel like that's kind of obvious, but
Yeah. Atlas, do you have any questions about Barovia?
Where could we get poutine?
Valaki, as far as I know.
That's where Des is from.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a Brazilian beaver?
No? What's Brazil?
Okay, Des says he's only seen the Spanish.
The Spanish beaver.
Yeah, Spain, whatever that means, beaver,
I
but
don't
not
know
the
what that
Brazilian.
means.
I don't know either. That's why I was asking. Third question. Do you know where Van Richten's staying?
Fennywary's in Vallaki.
Fourth question. Do you have a map of this Vallaki or like a tourist guide, like a pamphlet?
No. I don't
Is-
usually get off the ship.
10
Is there-
places to visit when going to Vallaki.
Is there
Don't.
like is
Turn
there like
away.
a is
Run
there
away.
like a tourist booth?
It's like 9 go aways, don't come here, and then 10th, it's like Paula's perfect poutineery.
Ask for the champagne de la stomp.
Yeah.
Because and this
The
is dated
champagne
back
de la
when they were
Stomp's
still
gravy.
a red wine gravy?
Well,
Ooh.
champagne de la Stomp is a champagne.
A sweet gravy?
I've made champagne gravy. It is delicious.
Why didn't
Okay,
you make me champagne gravy?
babe, I got. Oh, I need you to cook for me, babe. Can you cook for me, daddy?
Sure.
Vince's guacamole was the best guacamole
That's
I've ever
so
had.
good.
I've been to
No.
like fancy restaurants with like fancy guacamole and like hole in the wall guacamoles. His guacamole was superior to all of them. I was blown away.
Okay, well now I have to impose myself and invite myself
Guacamole.
personally. Me.
Uh,
Anyway, later on. We'll talk.
Okay, Atlas has one more
like
question.
5 times.
What? What?
Okay, never mind. Nothing.
What?
What?
Never mind.
5 times?
What?
Like,
Five
Nothing.
times.
No, I wasn't
Fine.
saying that anybody else did. I'm saying I am.
The-
Oh, you telling me to go to Gary Con, sorry.
Oh,
I was laughing
Uh,
because it's like my house is becoming a Mistwalker's turnstile.
question.
I'll
Atlas has
clog the
another-
toilet too.
Do you want anything from Vallaki when we go?
No?
You don't want a souvenir like I don't know what they would have like a vest made of beaver fur?
No. I'm okay.
Do you think Charlie would like anything?
Is Atlas flirting with Calypso?
Ish.
No. He's not a character. He's trying to be nice.
Mm-hmm. Wine and dine her in a proper fashion. Wine and dine her cat in a proper fashion.
He does like the cat.
Yeah.
He doesn't like pussy, but he likes pussy.
Yep. I hear you on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I like both of them.
I
In
like
fact,
both, but I'm
okay.
allergic to one, and I'll let you guys figure out.
So I have a question that just sort of occurred to me.
What's that?
Your ship, does it count as its own domain?
No.
Okay. I wasn't sure how that worked.
Bit of Astani blood. Allows me to travel a little more freely.
Okay, I understand.
And the lanterns, and she gestures to the glowing blue lanterns that are kind of interspaced along the edges of the boat.
Ah, yes, a soul campfire. Sorry, Minecraft.
I sees the lanterns and just glares at one of them. Okay.
Anything else?
Sure,
I
there
can
are other
answer?
questions that we should be asking, but I can't think of any at the moment.
Okay. Well, I'm here. Whenever you think of it.
Know how long it might take us to get there?
I've never traveled from Valishan to Barovia, so I'm not sure.
I'm a strange in the midst anyways, but
Yes.
long has it been since you've seen us?
2
Well,
days.
I was in the Sea of Sorrows when you poured it out.
Dropped us off in and
Darkon.
yes.
Yes. Stayed there for about 3 weeks, I guess.
So time
What are we
is
talking
at
about?
least matching up.
Calypso.
So I was asking how long it's been for her since she's seen us, because
Oh, okay.
it took 15 months for us to get back to Tommen, so I was curious. And it had been like 2 months for me and Athelstan, so.
It's been about 3 weeks, and I spent about 4 days between Darkon and Valashan.
Well, at
So
least
time was basically linear then.
For me, but
once.
For us. Like, we were about 3 weeks, you were about 3 weeks.
okay. Well, that's good. Hopefully, it stays in that line. It's always hinky going between domains.
We've seen.
Is there anything else I can do? Otherwise, you can avail yourself to the food and wine below.
Charlie.
And Charlie. Just don't distract him from his ratting duties.
I didn't.
Make a deception check.
We smash cut to like the Goose Deuce Duck where you're like smacking the rat when he comes out of the hole, and Charlie's just like
Exactly.
Going into fantasy crowds.
there's like a
Hold
big old
on.
strip of fish hanging out of his mouth like a cigar.
I decided I'm just gonna stay with my screenshots because if it's being
Yeah.
unstable.
Yeah, I just got kicked out when I tried to get in, so I'm
Yeah,
not
the
gonna try.
servers are fucked.
It's in beta.
Instead of alpha or
Bound to have
omega.
bugs.
I don't have like a lot of dice down here, but I do
I
have
don't-
some.
I don't trust
I
the
keep my emergency dice that Appy gave me down here because then they're here for emergencies. Like
keep-
right now.
I keep Affy's potion of healing on at my desk.
Yeah, mine's right here,
Rob, where's yours?
In my room.
along with the little keylay
It's
that you
not
made
a
me. She's
novelty,
up there.
it's usable.
I rolled a 2, and Alex does not have a modifier, I think, so it's a 2.
Okay.
But can I preface with Atlas doesn't believe he was distracting them because it was a short conversation.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Because he wouldn't lie about it. He's not a liar type.
No, that's true. Okay, she doesn't believe you, but not because you think, or she thinks you were maliciously lying or maliciously distracting the cat.
Wait, where's the red
You've
D20?
got a couple of spells to cast, so that'll be fun.
Where's the red one?
Well, we're out of Alishan now, so you're free to do that.
Does it look like we're back in the mist now?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Maggie.
Can't see what I look like.
Silly.
Silly goose.
Look for a white-haired person carrying a purple lantern.
Oh,
Make a
yeah.
perception
it's a-
check.
Skinny white-haired person carrying a purple lantern. I was kidding. But,
Who has the fattest ass?
You and
It's a
or
15.
Gordon.
You don't see anything.
Aw, but what if?
You don't see that ass is fat.
You don't hear a sneeze in the background?
No.
Achoo.
So, what spells
Bet.
are you casting, Keli?
Ending for one.
Okay, 2.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna try Gabriella again first.
Okay.
Me, headed to Barovia. Are you in Valaki, are you safe? Can you meet us there? Please be safe. You pooping? No. I'm good. I'm done. I don't need to
You're like,
use
"Wait,
all of them.
No, I'm good. I'm.
I don't need to use all of the words.
Much like before, it just sort of fizzles out as it sends into the mists. Doesn't seem to make any connection.
Hmm.
Make an Arcana check for me.
Anna, 17.
Okay.
Yeah, 17.
You know that there are items and spells that would be able to prevent you from reaching someone.
Shit.
But she could also be dead.
A condom.
It's a brain condom.
Great. Okay. That's fun.
This is the D&D version of ghosting.
I got you on red.
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Par for the course.
Maybe.
Anyways.
If she said it would be even funnier because it would actually be ghosting.
That's... Okay. Anyways, I cast Ending again to try to contact Van Richten.
Okay.
Hey, it's us. We're headed to Barovia to meet up with you. What is the situation like there? Is it safe to make port in? It starts with a Z. Zarovich?
Zarovich.
There we go. Lake Zarovich.
Look at this baby.
No. Sam.
Hi, Sam.
Mag, you gotta react to Sam as much as you react to Pasta. He'll start feeling sad about it.
Oh, but he's so cute.
You gotta.
Oh boy.
You
His head is the size of a cheeseburger.
Oh.
What if? Aw,
It is
he's
though. It is.
Aw.
He's like, what the heck?
He's like, I want cheeseburger. I am not cheeseburger.
I hate cheeseburger. No.
Heli.
Does he smell like cheeseburger?
No.
It's safe as far as I know.
It smells like my laundry.
Be mindful of the Vistani in that area. Make sure to get extra curds on your Putin. Safe travels.
I relay that to the others, and I make sure to tell Atlas specifically. Van Richten says to get extra curds on the Putin.
Got it, extra.
Mm-hmm. He would know. He's there.
He would. I'm as hungry
You
as the
receive a
horse.
sending message.
I do?
Yep.
Oh shit. That's gonna be fun.
And make sure the fries are extra crispy.
Also, the werewolves have your girlfriend's head on a pike.
He wouldn't know that.
He could. We don't know.
He
what
wouldn't
he's up
know unless she actually got to him. He wouldn't know who she is. But
You've
to. He
got
would
us.
know.
I also make sure to tell Atlas that.
Okay, extra crispy, extra cheese curds. Did you hear my joke that I'm hungry as a horse?
Mm-hmm.
Very proud of you.
About 3 minutes pass, and you get another message. An extra hot gravy. And if you want to be wild, get bacon and chicken on it.
See, how is this not some like literally every time I think of Van Richten, I think of like the sassiest queen, and that is it right there.
You're welcome.
And then, like, I tell Alice, oh, and he just said chicken and bacon.
Somebody help me write this down. Okay, Atlas is going to take a piece of paper out and he's going to write, and I'm going to put it in my inventory as Van Richten's poutine order.
Yes.
Okay. So, Van
The
Richten's poutine
the
order.
Pooh Richten,
Poutine. So,
the-
wait, it's extra crispy,
the Richtine,
Van Richtine.
extra crispy fries,
Van Richtine, yeah.
extra hot gravy,
Ask for the Van
extra
Richtine.
cheese curds, bacon, and chicken. Did he specify what kind of chicken?
Chicken?
He did not. He just said chicken.
Chicken
Is there
flavor.
more than one kind of chicken?
There's baked, and then there's fried and grilled, and
Well, I guess there's
Two-
also a Bissell chicken.
Yeah,
Pickled?
Fred.
Abyssal
Abyssal.
chicken.
You know the
I
like,
thought you
one
said
that.
pickled.
Although pickled chicken could probably be a thing too.
Do this up. Pickled.
You
chicken.
brine it. You brine it before you fry it.
No, I mean just like you get a jar of pickles. Like somebody slides across to you a cold jar of chicken.
You get another message, Eli.
Oh,
Oh my god. Okay.
And a drizzle of garlic aioli on top.
oh.
How?
Now we're all
okay.
hungry. I can't get real poutine here. It's not fair.
He's like thinking, he's like, you know, he's talking to his big cat. He's like, we should go get some Van Richtine.
The other day,
I'm getting hungry.
a local burger joint they reopened where I go and take walks for Pokemon Go, and I could smell the truffle fries like 2 tables away. My mouth
Fucking
was
love
watering.
truffle
Fucking
fries.
love truffle fries.
That's
I
so
was so
good!
hungry.
We'll fucking fuck up some truffle fries.
I didn't pay for the truffle fries, but they smelled really good.
Those things that would kill me, they sound like things that would kill me.
Oh yeah.
They're mushrooms.
Okay.
Honestly,
Yeah, that's what I
Artemis,
thought.
they are an acquired taste, so there's a chance you wouldn't like them. But I do.
Yeah,
enjoy
because
it.
I would end up in the hospital if I ate
No,
them.
but like
So
even if you didn't, it's not like one of those foods that I feel like you are actually like missing out on life if you don't have it.
okay.
It does have a particular taste. But I
Do you
love
like the taste of earth?
I do.
No, I can't say that I do.
It tastes like earth.
it, but better.
Earth.
Earth.
It's hard to describe.
6 range.
Anything else, Keeley?
Well, thank you for the kiss.
I'm going to go to the front of the ship where
Okay.
I'm by myself, and I'm going to try to cast Commune.
Okay. What does your commune look like?
So the requirements are some incense. So
Mhm.
Keeley takes some out of her pack and lights it, sets it on the deck in front of her.
And a vial of holy
And-
or
oh,
unholy
Santa.
water.
Yeah, I have a vial of holy water. And she concentrates very hard and remembers back when she was still a soldier and on nights where it was particularly bad in Celestial, she would sing to her son. even though he wasn't there. And I do have words for it.
Okay.
Um, she sings in Celestial. Do I miss you? Count the stars, multiply by 10. Course I do, more than now and then. I could paint a rainbow, shine the sky, set the stars in space. Faster than explain how much I miss your face. And that's her ritual. I've been working on this for a while. Okay.
Ow. Oh no, my fifis.
Sorry, my hands are shaking really bad now.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
No. It wasn't even you. Voice mod just crashed at like the worst possible time.
Okay.
I saw it go down. I'm like, fuck. So you put this song out to the world. And in response, after it feels like a good couple minutes, but it's only seconds. You feel hands kind of settle on your shoulders and just rest there. And you're familiar with the sensation of wings kind of fluffing forward and then back again. You feel that once.
Angels in the outfield.
You feel your commune has opened.
Hi. Are we going in the right direction?
There's like a faint squeeze to your shoulders, and you get the feeling that your question is too vague.
Is going to see Van Richten going to help us on our quest?
Yes. It comes in the form of hands kind of move around you and give you a hug before moving back to your shoulders.
Is there a way? I gotta think about how to word this question. Is there a way to save both Tommen and Athelstan and not the others?
You get the same feeling. Yes.
Then could we get out through the Feywild with the carnival?
Yes. There's the one last squeeze on your shoulders, and then the feeling disappears.
Probably just sits with that for a little while.
Anybody else doing anything?
After hearing that, Breeze is gonna the song. I'm assuming the song was out loud.
I'm super sweaty right now.
Make a
Breeze.
perception check, Breeze.
Okay.
For sweat.
That's a natural 17 on the die.
Okay.
Plus a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Baby.
So
Plus at least 2.
Eli was trying to be quiet about it, but with how air movement works, even here in the mists, you're standing behind her, you definitely heard them. It was hard to hear at first, but when you really like focused your mind on it, you were able to pick up the words and the melody.
Yeah. Breeze is just gonna try and write out, not necessarily play it right now, but try and write out some kind of tune for it so that they can learn how to play it.
Y'all are making my heart hurt. Or full. I don't know. Both.
Both.
I ate a lot of corn and I came back to something even more emotional than when I left.
Yep. So Keli and Breeze. Breeze, you're at 3 inspiration. Keli, you're up.
And I can't change it on the character sheet.
I already did.
Okay.
Okay. Atlas, are you doing anything else? Atlas? Hello?
You're muted.
Hello, Atlas is here. Atlas had a lot of corn earlier, and there's
buddy.
hummus and baba ganoush and tabbouleh and falafel. They're
So
not
lots of
expecting-
high fiber stuff.
Well, they weren't expecting the corn to come over. Also, my neighbor made a great salad they gave us, so our neighbor gave us food from their Labor Day party, and my
you
neighbor,
didn't give Ginger any.
because she can't eat some of it. But our neighbor, she's an amazing cook. She is such a great cook, and I had to eat more. It was so good. I ate too much. My stomach is dying. So yeah, Atlas. Does Atlas know what's going on with Keli?
You can make a perception check.
Do I feel any presence because I've communicated with her son? Maybe for. What the fuck is up with my rolls today?
That's an 11.
Mm-hmm.
No. You got horse floofy brain. You're okay.
Just like a piece of dust goes in one ear, out the other, and then through the other ear and out the
It's a
other.
loading
Yeah.
screen right now.
You
Yeah.
sneeze.
You just got like a spiral on your forehead.
You know?
Like around the horn. It's just
Oh,
Sam,
look at the
Sam.
baby!
Look
at
at
that
that
baby. Oh my God.
baby.
Wait, I see his Pete. I
I wasn't
Pete.
talking to you.
Look at his Pete's.
But you do.
Hi.
No feet on Twitch, Sam.
They're wrinkly.
They're so cute.
They're really
Atlas
wrinkly.
says, so, do you want, why don't, I can try to fish while we sail. I have a net.
We in actual water though?
Yum.
I
a
thought we were in the
fish.
mist. You could try to fish here if you wanted. I don't know how well that's gonna work, but
Can you imagine?
I don't, wait, can you not fish in the mist, Calypso?
I would advise against it.
What are the regulations and rules when it comes to fish and hunt?
You need a fishing
Like,
license.
Yeah, do you need a license?
fishing in
Is there a
international
season?
waters.
Is there a
You-
season?
Don't know what you'll bring up.
It's like a box of chocolates. You'll never know what you're going to get.
You might get fish, but you also might get
George.
a megalodon.
I don't think I can fit that in my net.
No, probably not.
So I'd probably get fish.
The megalodon might follow the fish.
Oh, so it's like I am the fisherman who fishes for the fish, and the megalodon fish. You know what, Breeze? You know what I'm talking about, right? Breeze
Yes.
knows. Breeze, make it word good, please.
You fish the fish, and the fish, megalodon, fishes you.
Yeah. Okay, I don't think I want to fish
Chat
anymore.
says the magical Leopleurodon.
Charlie! It makes me feel really good, Charlie.
away.
Can we go to Candy Mountain? Forget Velaki and Zarovich. We're going to Candy Mountain.
The Willy Wonka domain.
It's terrifying.
No, the
I wanna
Charlie
go there.
the Charlie domain, the Willy Wonka domain is even scarier. When you're feeling all alone. Sorry.
Athstan, what are you doing?
He's down below deck.
Okay. Paint me a word picture.
I remember the map that you had for the for underneath the deck and Calypso's boat, where it's pretty much mostly an open space, correct?
Yep.
I think he goes to the cot where they last laid together, and he sits on the edge of it, and he holds the orb and just listens, tries to slow his breathing to try and get his heart to sync up with hers that he hears. He knows that she's here, but not here. For the very first time, he's alone, and he hasn't felt anything like that before. It's not just that he's alone in the room, but she's always been there. And now that he's alone in the room, that he feels like it's a little easier to list to one side, even more so than usual. Even more so than because of the loss of his hand, because that can affect your balance.
Absolutely.
That's just adding insult to injury at that point. But he can't seem to stop crying.
He's leaking.
He's leaking, yeah. It's all he's ever known. And he's never been alone before. He doesn't know how good or bad it looked like to others, or he doesn't care, because he thought he knew the truth of it. He still thinks he knows the truth of it. And he is wondering if he made the right choice. If there was anything that he could have done to keep her, but if he could have, should he have? He tries to feel what she feels. He holds the orb closer and closer, trying to feel. Sometimes they've been able to kind of not communicate through it before, but feel as the other would. He has wanted nothing more his entire life than to free her, but he was unprepared for her to free herself, if that's what's happened. He was unprepared for the whole thing in general. He wasn't under the impression that it would be taken from him so quickly. He knew that he couldn't hold on to her forever. He knew that eventually that for whatever reason, whether he died or if for whatever reason she went where he couldn't follow, which is essentially what has possibly happened now, he thought he'd have more time. And when you are listing and you're listless and you feel like you have no balance, you hold on to what's familiar. He still wants to be close to her. He still wants to be worthy of her. And he holds the orb even closer, pressing his face against the side of it, trying to hear, trying to feel more. Trying to sync his heartbeat with it. And he realizes that he may have given his heart to her decades ago at this point. But right now, he'd give anything. The most important things, the most important part of him. And right now, it's his heart.
So as you're working and meditating to try and bring your heartbeat into line with what you hear in this orb, no matter how much you try, the orb never syncs up with you, and you never sync up with it. Rather, your heart beats counter to it. It beats, and yours follows.
Pulls it closer.
Same cadence, same tempo, but opposite. Pull it closer.
Whether he had a heart before, whether or not it's been broken, he doesn't want his heart to be alone. And I think I don't know why.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
I'm allergic to emotions.
Yeah, I'm allergic to emotions. He's cursing. He's begging. He's biting. Her to take it. And he holds the orb. And presses it to his chest.
Holding this orb to your chest, you feel the cool glass and the raised ridges of the leaf pattern on it against your skin. And no matter how hard you press, you can't feel close enough until your hand starts to flatten out on your chest.
He grits his teeth.
It hurts. It's like you can feel the glass shattering as it breaks through your skin and bone and muscle, only to reform on the other side to take residence beside your own heart. And you feel this, the thump, 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 back and forth, back and forth. Both hearts beating in your chest. You look down and you can see a massive scar where this orb has pushed through and then healed over. Love is painful. There is nothing easy about it. And it leaves behind its own scars, whether it's true love or not. The dual beating in your chest gets louder and louder, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Don't make that face at me, Keelan.
It's never good when you're like, "Oh, make a wisdom saving throw." It's fine. I do it to you all the time.
I know. I was there.
I know.
Or
It's
you know.
fine. What could possibly go wrong?
17 plus 5 on the pine cone.
22.
I think that's the best I've rolled ever on that.
It takes some doing, but you are able to quiet the heartbeats so they don't resound heavily in your head. You start to focus on the noises of the ship, the mists that almost sound like water outside, the movement of your friends on the deck. And as you focus even harder, you hear extra feet moving around, shuffling on the deck you're on and the one below. And as you open your eyes to view the deck that you're on, you see the crew. Once per day, going forward, you can use True Sight.
What do they look like?
The crew are dead. There's no question about it. They are spiritual entities that move about. You can see from where you're seated, there's the ship's cook working at the stoves, likely how all of your meals are always prepared and always ready and always hot. There's a couple cabin children running around. You see other ship folk, crew members, men, women, and anything in between alike, moving around doing their duties, making beds, cleaning, swabbing, moving items and containers, going up to the top of the ship, the top of the deck, down below into the hull. All dead. You realize in this moment that Calypso does not control the ship with her mind. She controls the crew.
With their mind.
With her mind.
Part of the crew, part of the ship. Sorry.
Part of the crew, part of the ship.
Part of the crew, part of the ship.
Stop blowing holes in my ship.
Are these people just ghosts, though? Who knows?
Yes, they're very much dead spirit entities.
Are they?
You don't see them.
When he walks among them, do they react?
Yes, but probably not in the way you're thinking. They purposely
Dodge around them.
move out of your way, stepping aside, creating a hole for you. They even drift through walls to avoid running into you.
He looks at the children.
They seem to be just typical ship kids, learning their own trade. Some of them are tying ropes, creating barrels. Others are more like pages, bringing messages, running about.
He looks to the cook.
The cook is a larger woman, very round in all senses, and she's wearing what you think is like just like a simple tunic and breeches with an apron, and her hair's kind of like pulled back into this big dreaded mane. Her skin now is kind of sallow and pale, but you think she was probably black when she was alive. And she moves, despite her size, with the grace of a ballerina, shifting around the stoves, moving with purpose and expediency. And as you focus, you start to smell what she's cooking.
He stands beside her.
She moves around you as she continues her dance.
I'm sorry I insulted your cooking.
She's in the process of stirring a large pot of some sort of chowder, and it pauses.
He looks at her.
And she turns her head and looks at you, and her eyes are deep, heavy bags under them. No, there are eyeballs, but they don't have like pupils or irises or anything. It's just like black.
Spectral, yeah.
Yeah. Finally see us, do you, Prince? Goes back to stirring.
I wasn't looking.
It's hard to see what you refuse to look for.
Couldn't see past my own nose for so long.
Well, it is quite large and gets in the way.
Yes.
See, like this sort of toothy grin pull up her lips, kind of rounding her cheeks, so she's.
He steps back into the main part of the area to look around. And he looks up and catches himself, his reflection, in the glass on the wall.
Okay. As you look at your reflection in the glass, you can see yourself. The shroud, the creature, the monster, whatever you want to call yourself.
To his eyes.
You cut out there, I didn't catch what you said.
What does the true sight do to his eyes, if anything?
Other than the eyes above your nose, they all remain the same as you are aware of them. The ones above your nose, under your brow, you can see pupils. Bright green emeralds looking back at you, with pupils blown wide. And bloodshot.
Seen something like that before. He doesn't have pupils. He steps like that close.
You put your big honker up against the mirror, up
Mhm.
against the glass. and kind of you have to cross your eyes, when you get something like
Not-
really close.
Yeah, not like, oh no, no. No, just like,
Yes.
he'll hold his hand. Well,
His hand or his stump?
he'll hold his wrist over his chest. And breathe into it.
Okay. How long do you stand there staring at yourself?
Not too much longer. It's unsettling.
It's extremely unsettling. You have whites in your eyes.
He looks away.
Looking away, you see a small spirit child standing there looking up at you slack-jawed. Blonde hair, pulled back into a ponytail, sort of raggedy hand-me-down clothing. Sort of tawny, yellowish skin beneath the sort of spiritual sallowness of it.
Mm-hmm.
And those same sort of black eyes with the bags under them.
How old is this kid? God.
You think
Was
probably
he? I mean,
6 to 8-ish.
Conjure his spectral hand, his telekinetic hand.
Doing that, the lids of his eyes get wider. And he kind of like snaps out of whatever sort of headspace he was in and holds up a piece of paper to you. The paper itself looks wispy, like your fingers would pass right through it.
I reach out with my telekinetic hand.
Okay. As soon as you put your fingers on it, it materializes.
For the love of Mina. Okay, he'll look at it.
Now you see. See.
Now you see?
Now you see, and then there's like a return dash C.
Show me more.
And he runs off.
Keep the paper.
Feels like paper. It's a piece of parchment. You can even like bring it up to your nose. It smells like parchment. You smell the ink in it. There's like a saltiness. It was obviously made from like octopi ink or squid ink.
Glow squid from Minecraft.
Do you recognize the handwriting?
Yeah, it's Calypso.
Oh yeah. I'm like sitting C. I'm just like C. I've been admittedly writing her name with a K, but that makes more sense now.
Oh, okay.
I'm just a little stupid. Okay.
No, you're not.
Yes.
No.
His heart goes through a particularly hard beat, and he just grabs at his chest, and he sits down at the table. Sucks. I wish you'd come with me. Are you happy?
There's no reply.
God, I hope you're happy.
About an hour later, just under an hour, like
He
seconds,
slowly watches it all disappear.
this kid comes rushing back with another piece of parchment, but before he reaches you, he disappears. And the piece of parchment materializes in the middle of the air and flutters down to your feet.
Lean down, pick it up.
You're not ready.
He pushes himself up and goes stomping up the stairs.
Meanwhile, what are the rest of you doing?
Horsing around.
Horsing around? Okay. Breeze, you were working on a song?
Mm-hmm.
Eli?
After I finish the commune spell, I probably would just hang out at the bow and just watch as the mists go by.
It's almost difficult to tell that you're moving. There's no wind, there's no temperature change. The mists themselves move of their own accord. But as you stare out, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Lovely.
'Cause I'm gonna fuck everybody up.
Wisdom saving throw.
Excellent.
Ooh. That's great. That's great. That's a 15. Nope. That's 14.
You ever heard of staring into the void and the void will eventually stare back?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's right there.
Where's my... my
Where's
void's
Shuri?
She's not here!
Shuri!
She's not here! I don't
Shuri!
know where she is!
No, if you call Shuri, you know who's gonna show up is Jersey.
Probably.
I love
Because
Jersey.
he wants to sit on your chip bag.
He did shit on my. He didn't shit on it. He sat on it. English is a hard language.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
I like Jersey though. He was very friendly. I remember one time there was this point where I was petting Jersey a lot. It was the first night, and then Effie turned and looked at me when he walked. It was just.
It was big and red and swollen, and I felt so bad.
I love cats.
Aw.
Just like get a spritzer full of Benadryl, just be like, ah!
That's the behave bottle for me. Not to just put my face on a cat.
It's like,
So,
It was the second worst allergic reaction I was having.
it was really bad.
Aw.
As you stare out into this gray, swirling nothingness in front of you, you begin to see shapes taking shape. Shapes taking shape. That makes total sense.
as they would.
Okay.
The swirling masses begin to form what you only know to be tentacles.
Ew.
And they shift out towards the bow, only stopping when they reach the light of the lanterns. They bend around their aura, clawing and sucking against nothingness. Thank you. Thank you for that,
Yes,
Cedar.
that's just it's the octopus from Peter Pan 2.
Yes, I know.
Yep.
I've never seen Peter Pan.
But you can hear
Don't bother,
them.
it's full of racist bullshit.
True.
Okay.
You can hear them and see them as they kind of claw and pull and prod around the lantern, trying to work a way in so that they can be destroyed and they can take what's inside. They never do. They never make it that far. You are suffering a stress effect.
Yeah, that tracks.
Existential eldritch dread.
Lovely.
Anything else for your first day on the High Mists?
Oh, I'm stomping up the stairs.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if there's like a door or whatever, but like
There's like
It's open.
there's like a trap door, but it's open.
yeah. He comes stomping up the stairs, holding heavily onto the railing, and he's like, you know when like you have like chest pain and or like if you're trying to distract yourself, like that stim thing that we ADHD Audi autistics do, where we press our knuckles back and forth against our sternum to either create a distraction or to numb a distraction. He is doing that against, he's like holding on to his breast and he's he's like pressing his, he's holding on to his chest and he's pressing his knuckles back and forth against his ribs and his sternum because it fucking hurts and it's new. And he like grabs onto the railing as he like comes up and he's like, what does that mean?
All of you
Yes.
look over and see Athelstan kind of a little paler,
His
sweaty.
his hair's all down and like the braids out and he's mussed. It's just
He's stinky.
I don't know.
A little
probably.
stinky.
We've been in Velisham for X amount of days. He's
You're
hanging
all
onto the
kind of
railing.
stinky. You didn't have access to prestidigitation.
What
I mean,
does
you
that
did. You just didn't.
Use it.
Athelstan, are you okay?
Look, he's like turned around and like look and like hang onto the railing up to the helm where Calypso is. What does that mean?
What does what mean and what?
I
Are you
think it
okay?
means he's not okay. Kili!
Calypso. I'm tired of people saying shit like that. What does it mean?
You're not ready. You can't peel back the veil and understand everything all at once. You'll go mad.
I'm already mad.
Angry is different.
I am not angry. I
Aren't
am in
you?
pain. I am in pain. And
Good.
that fucking place put me here.
Yes, it did.
This put me here.
You
I am
put yourself there.
Angry.
You sound angry.
I am. Just like kind of like leans against the wall. And just kind of slides down.
Assuming we all hear this.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't make it. He
Okay.
was not quiet.
Yeah, obviously.
He like comes over looking like she's just seen a ghost.
Kili, I think so. Oh no, Kili, what happened to you?
Okay, Atlas.
He doesn't pick up his head. His hair's just.
You don't look okay.
Yeah.
You know what? You both come over here under my arms. Like this. And then
I
you
give
both-
Atlas a hug.
And I hug Athelstan into me too.
Oh, he's down on the floor. He ain't within reach, and you are not bending forward like that.
And just
No,
No!
No!
Bend forward. That's like their whole shtick.
No!
big old wibbly
What?
wobbly
They just
inflatable
go
tube
horizontal.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, he isn't he.
He's
I let go of Atlas and just reach a hand down to Athelstan.
Sly.
Come, Athelstan, please.
Sly appears.
No, it hurts.
Give me a second.
Bestie's not doing good.
No kidding. Come on, bestie. Time to get up.
Give me a second.
No seconds, right now.
Give me a second.
Nope.
I pull out one of the finger puppets I have.
He
It's
looks over at Yenrik, who's like reaching into his pocket. Keep that damn rabbit and his needles away from me.
I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't going to do anything.
Fuck you.
Breeze, could you like
I
sing
can-
him better, like in the storybooks?
I can help him for like a minute.
I think he needs a minute. That's what he said. So
I just need a second, please.
okay. Oh my fingers, that hurts too.
He's just like grazing his knuckles back and forth over his chest.
Sly kind of sits down next to you and like
pulls his
loops
shirt.
your elbows together so you can't rub anymore. Not my fault you're hurting yourself.
He makes his telekinetic hand.
Fine. Gordon sits down on the other side of you and takes your hand and holds it in both of his.
Takes his hand, takes the extra hand.
Takes your stump. Takes you by the stump.
Well, he pulls the stump away and the hand is still there. Just
Oh.
like doing this.
Stop that. And he like grabs the mage. Actually, no. You know what he does? Just to
Counter spells.
Does he have it? Does he have it? Please tell me, does he have
It's
it?
not a spell.
spell magic.
It's not his. It's not a spell.
It's not a spell. It's magic.
It's telekinetic. Oh, that's true.
Spell magic.
Oh,
Yeah,
fucking.
Who's casting Dispel Magic?
Gordon.
Gordon,
Okay.
you're hurting yourself.
It hurts.
Well,
going
hurting
to.
yourself more is not gonna help.
I'm not trying to do it like that. Just trying to keep it inside.
Why?
Because I want to be comfortable again.
Yeah, but like bottling stuff up, not gonna help you in the long run. That's how you get ulcers.
And he looks at Sly. He puts his head against the wall.
He's just there looking down.
Want to go do mushrooms?
I don't think that's a good thing for you to do right now.
No fun.
I'm lots of fun.
Athelstan, I know something we can do.
What?
Same thing we did on the plateau.
I don't have the wind for that right now, Keli.
When you were a kid, we still did it.
Have the wind. Trust me, I don't have the wind right now to do your dance. But I appreciate the offer. I do. And I'm not doing it just to be contrary. Oh, fuck. He kind of like, his eyes just kind of like, he just like does like the double take on Keli when you look at it. Like, you look like shit.
So do you.
Hearts are a heavy burden.
Oh shit. Also a nice movie reference.
Yeah, but he said hearts. Anyway. You don't know. You can't. There's no subtitles, so you can't tell where the apostrophe. If that's no apostrophe. All right. That was extravagant.
Loud.
Jersey pooped, so he has to clean his clothes.
Yeah.
On my
Oh,
wall.
okay.
Yep.
What?
I wish somebody
Yeah,
else would
makes
clean
sense.
their peats when they take a dump. Or,
This
you
does
know,
not
not-
happen when owning a dog. She does cover it with her back peak, but like not in the poop in the grass.
No. Does like the little belly. Dun, 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 dun.
No,
Yeah.
it's more like and it gets she sometimes throws the dirt in my face when she does it because she does it so violently and so fast.
All right. Who's hungry?
I could
Are
eat.
you hungry?
That's my secret, Atlas. I'm always hungry.
Okay, well we can't fish because apparently a megalo a mega
Megalodon.
yeah, that it could come up. Cause Breeze, what's the saying?
You don't fish, the megalodon fishes you.
Yes.
We don't need to fish. There's food on board. We're gonna sleep in a bed tonight. You're gonna sleep by the fire with your rug and your plants. And you are going to feel and be safe.
What about you?
All of you fuckers.
Are you gonna feel safe?
He thinks about that for a second. Not sure whether he should be honest, because he doesn't want to hurt Atlas's feelings.
Alice is just looking at him like,
Big dopey bishy eye sparkle.
Do you have the
I
big
can't really
anime
make
eyes
that
right
face,
now?
unfortunately, like,
The big
Yeah.
anime eyes?
yeah.
The little sparkles?
As safe as I can be.
Do you want me to sit outside of your door and guard it?
There is no door downstairs. It's a communal kind of situation, Atlas. We've been on this ship before.
I could make a door.
I'm good. I appreciate
Okay.
it. I think I could make a door too.
It would, yeah.
It would take a while. We could both make a very good door, I'm sure.
Yeah, you need 4 wooden planks, I think, or something.
Mm-hmm. At least.
I think it's 6 actually. You need 6 wooden planks.
Well, it depends how big the doorway is.
Yeah. I was yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Stop covering the holes in my ship.
We'll go down and we'll if everybody agrees.
Yeah, make sure
Okay.
everybody gets
We'll
the
see.
food in them.
You want to say hi to Charlie? He's down there. Maybe he wants to cuddle.
As you go down to the crew deck, you can see the table is fully set and full of food. There's fresh bread, a seafood chowder, meats and vegetables.
He looks around the cabin and he looks to the kitchen. Just any sign of what he'd seen before. That they were there, that they are there right now.
Nothing. Even looking back, even when you were standing right beside the cook, everything that she was touching and handling, other than the stove and everything itself, was immaterial.
So bright. Thank you. And he sits down. And he'll lean close to Atlas. I don't like to lie to you, Atlas. It makes me physically uncomfortable and for some reason to lie specifically to you. As I'm sure everybody else feels when looking into your very adorable eyes. But I don't think I really know exactly what it feels like to be completely safe.
That's okay. You don't have to know. You can figure it out over time, and we'll be here to help.
Appreciate that. Who wants soup? Oh wait, I didn't want to cut him off. Say it again.
When my mom, when I didn't feel safe, sometimes she'd brush my mane, and it made me feel safe. And when I met you guys, that was the first time it happened in a long time that somebody else did it for me, and it felt real nice.
Everyone around the table's just like, Alistair's like leaning heavily on the table, and he goes, "His hair is just fucking everywhere."
We can maybe do that later after we eat the good soup.
Good.
Cool.
What is the soup made out of?
Fish,
Just seafood chowder. So there's
clam, scallops,
lobsters and scallops, shrimp. And it's
Wait, how do
very
you
like
say it?
scallops,
Okay.
scallops,
scallops.
Scallop.
So, it's just some regular ass seafood. What do you want?
Are there potatoes in it?
There are
Potatoes.
potatoes in it.
Potatoes. Are they red potatoes and they're not skinned?
Sure.
Oh yeah, that's a good shit. Anyway, it's got heavy cream in it too, so make room for the bathroom.
You
How
mean
is
your
the
chamber
bathroom on the
pots?
ship? Is it
Oh.
built for Gordon and I to fit in?
You have chamber pots.
I
For
don't
the-
think that works.
For you and Gordon, honestly, it's probably best practice just to like go up to the top deck and shit
And
off the
just
side.
I mean, Atlas, you
stick
can
your
like
ass
aim,
off
but Gordon can't. Like that, I assume.
No, there's that we could go into the history of ships right now, but there is a spot on most historically at least, a spot on every ship where it's just like a line of either a line of holes overlooking the
Oh.
water and a piece of rope to wipe your ass with and drop back into the water.
Ugh.
That just gets dragged behind the ship.
Their butts probably look like mine, just like blood.
We eat the food. Is it good?
It's very good. It is
Oh,
an
yeah.
extreme improvement from the last complaint you lodged.
So we've been roughing it in the jungle for a couple of weeks.
It's
Yeah,
heaven.
so
It
we
is
don't know better.
paradise unfolding.
Heaven.
We all go back for thirds.
It is not rations. It's good, real, solid, home cooked food.
Is Charlie there?
Gordon Ramsay.
He's not begging.
Finally, some good fucking food. Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, it's ramshay actually.
Sorry, Gordon.
That's okay.
Gordon, you got a little schmutz right here.
Like wipes his face, and there's just like a whole piece of lobster in his beard. Thanks, Atlas.
You're welcome. Hey, plants, do you want some fresh water?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I assume you don't eat lobster stew, so
No, definitely not. No.
water them with shape water, which Elise can't do. Ha 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 ha. Fuck you, Elise.
Fuck you, Elise.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
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 It's because they're
Elise-
not showing up in the mist, you know?
Elise is trapped in the Feywild right now. Maybe it's different there. You could find out.
We could fuck around and find out, right, Pasta? She chasing her own tail?
Oh, she's laying down to go to sleep
Oh.
and
Oh.
cleaning her butt.
She's doing the donuts.
Here she goes. UCB.
So you all turn in for the night. Well, what you think is night? It's hard to tell in the mists because there's no daytime, there's no nighttime. It's just a constant state of gray thickness. No change in temperature, no breeze, well, there is breeze, but
One breeze.
Yeah.
There's one breeze.
There's capital B breeze.
one only. You sleep, and for the first time in about a month, you all sleep soundly. No dreams, no nothing. Just a slow slumber.
Dream anyway.
Sure. Sure you don't.
Except for that one time. Which he still wonders if it was a dream or a hallucination, you know.
Yeah. You wake the next morning feeling rested to the smell of eggs and bacon, more fresh bread, coffee.
I think Athelstan is probably one of the first up. Because you know when you lay on the pillow and you can hear your heartbeat?
Mm-hmm.
And we all know the like the drum beat. It's like you hear the drums, but it's just the doctor's heartbeat. Yeah.
Yep.
And I think he goes over to the glass again.
Okay.
And his hair is in a disarray.
Yeah, he's a hot mess.
Yeah.
It looks a little more rested, though.
I have to make a save for my stress effect because I slept.
Yep, wisdom save.
I have to wheel or woe again. Okay, it's even.
Oh,
Looking into the
garbage.
mirror, Athelstan, you see your shroud. As you usually do when you look at yourself. Sort of that wispy faintness around you, behind you, the mask. But your eyes are those solid colors.
He looks at his hair.
It's a mess.
And for a solid, like maybe 10 seconds, he thinks about cutting it all off. But another 15 seconds, he comes to the conclusion that he doesn't have to. He's not in mourning.
Isn't
He's
he?
not angry. He'll learn, and he'll adapt. He's been in pain ever since he was born. Every single day. Chronic. Because it hurts to be a living corpse. In his own mind. Whether or not that's true remains to be seen. But what is a little bit more? She's not gone.
What do you do after?
And he kicks Keeli's bed.
Okay. You kick Keeli's bed to wake her and kind of glance over to your own bed, and you see self-care for adventurers resting on your pillow.
He looks over at Sly.
Make a perception check.
She pretends to be snoozing still.
She's like under the bed, like
like a little gremlin.
yeah. We roll Ryan's dice from Canadian Dice.
Yeah.
You said perception?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it would be really cool if I could get Canadian Dice somehow at a discount.
14.
It would be. You know, I hear if you put the Vactarian at checkout, you'll get 15% off.
If I
All
were
one
to,
word?
yeah, like add
All
one,
one word.
and it's 15, yeah, 15%.
Ooh.
Or Dice Daddy.
Or Dice Daddy. But we don't get the kickback from Dice Daddy.
Oh, why don't we get the kickback from Dice Daddy? It's from me. Anyway, I rolled a 14 total.
You do not see Sly. You look a little closer at Gordon, and you can see just like her hand and her tail kind of like out the one side of the bed.
He looks to the kitchen. He'll like pop his head up over deck.
Calypso's gaze is well beyond into what you presume is a horizon that she can see. But she doesn't appear to have left her post.
He pops back down like a little meerkat. And he'll go pick up the book and put his journal on top of it and pop that shit open and start writing a few things down and drawing, because there is a face he doesn't want to forget.
So Keela, you're awake at this point. You The jolt to your bed, you're used to being woken up this way. Usually it's either, the leg of a bed or your ribs. And or your boot. There are occasions where he can't get to your ribs, so he kicks your boot.
He doesn't go for the ribs anymore. He's been reprimanded enough.
True. So usually the leg.
Something a little more fleshy, yeah.
And you look up and you see Athelstan doing this chaotic sort of glance to the kitchen and then popping his head above deck and then coming back down and sitting on his cot.
Okay.
Furiously scribbling with charcoal into his book.
I just grumble something about him being a twat in Celestial and go and start taking care of his hair.
Oh, no.
Yes, now.
No.
Yes.
Please.
Have you seen your hair?
Yeah.
You know better.
Busy. Not
You
right
can
now.
do what you're doing, and I'll do your hair.
Make a persuasion check.
Good God. Because Keli's good at that shit. Can I make an intimidation
a
check
gif.
instead?
Whatever you want.
Sure.
I'm not the DM.
I found a gif of Keli and Athelstan.
Not
What do
that
I
one.
get-
That
oh.
dice betrayed
What do
me.
I gotta roll, Affy?
Yeah.
Uh,
I rolled a 23 on intimidation.
you're
What is
you're
that?
thoroughly.
Is that charisma or is that wisdom save?
It wouldn't be
What is
either
this?
because they're not. Like,
Maggie, that's great.
roll a stubbornness check.
I'll fucking roll a stubbornness check. I got +7. 16 plus
Yeah.
7. I can't do math.
23.
Ah!
Meets it,
Which is
beats
what
it.
I rolled.
Yeah.
Beats it.
So you're aware that Keli is not going to take no for an answer, but you are not intimidated.
Or what?
You really want to find out?
Try me.
What's going on?
I've lost.
Oh, yeah, Atlas.
Why are the parents yelling?
Mom and Dad are fighting.
I don't think Athelstan's a parent. I think he is the. Hey, Sly, what did they call him in the book? A baby girl?
What book?
What?
The one
What?
book. I saw it at Van Richten's.
Oh, no.
He is not the baby girl?
No.
Okay.
That's not what I'm worried about right now. He looks over at Breeze. You think of me as a parent?
You guys fight like parents.
Like siblings, maybe.
First
Just-
of all,
You guys seem to be the ones that always have the ideas. And generally take care of us.
he looks at Keli. Ew. That's my sister.
Eli just grabs a cup of coffee and goes on deck. She can't with that shit right now.
How does she take her coffee?
Yeah, how does Keli take her coffee?
Eli was in the army. She drinks it black.
Oh, she drinks hot coffee?
Yep,
Is
hot
he an
coffee black.
lesbian?
Literally, when
Yes.
you're pouring it, Athelstan's just like, he just like groans. He's like, you hate yourself so much.
And just takes a sip really loudly and goes and walks on deck.
She acts like that, but she does like sugar. She's a fucking sugar fiend. What do you think I told? There's a reason why I told you not to show Keli that thing that I gave you.
Are there sugar cubes?
Yes,
Actually,
there's
I don't-
sugar cubes.
Atlas
Or
looks at
sugar
the
chunks.
cubes.
It's more like lumps.
Okay, Atlas looks at the sugar lumps.
Athelstan slides it over to him.
I consume one lump.
Okay.
He'll put his charcoal in his journal and Just lay it on the bed.
Atlas says happy boy now.
Okay.
Atlas says, do you think that I could somehow... Hey Breeze, do you know prestidigitation?
Yeah.
Oh
Could
my!
you could you unstink me?
Oh my gods!
Yeah,
I
can
beg-
you
I-
unstink Sly? Her hair really smells.
I beg of Breeze. Oh, you know, since you are also the one who takes care of us. Parental unit. It feels weird to say that.
A mother, uncle, aunt, parental unit.
Not my parental unit. I don't have no. That just I'm making it weird.
I don't know how to make it not weird. I just don't want to be stinky anymore. And the bathtub isn't built for people like me.
Jeremy!
What did Jeremy do? I can't open, like...
Chat.
You're his daddy. Call Athelstan daddy, please.
Please.
Highlighted message. Breeze, please call Athelstan daddy. Lovely Lady Lumps, sing it.
Glad
Oh my god.
take a sip yet.
I mean, Athelstan would literally give Breeze anything that was in his power to give them.
If they call
Including daddy privileges?
Yeah, sure. Listen, Athelstan's been around the block.
And he has daddy issues.
Yes.
It's a lot of daddy issues.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Well,
My
your
dad's a
dad-
lich.
My dad's a lich.
Gary's a lich?
The night I was born, he killed me and then made me and molded me into something different and then killed me again and then brought me a lot. Yeah, it was the whole thing.
Your dad looks great for a lich, Affy. / your Uncle Rob.
Yeah.
But yeah, could you
Do you unstinky us?
please?
I spend the next 5 minutes unstinkying
The party?
the party.
Except for Keeli, because Keeli's not with an eyesight.
Jeez, fucking hell, Jeremy.
Holy shit, Jeremy. How much
We
have you
haven't
had
even
to
made it to
drink?
we haven't even made it into the inn.
What do we
God.
have to do? Is somebody enraged? I can't
Literally,
No.
Oh,
Jeremy's just being dirty.
literally though, this is worse than what Hoot fucking texts me all the time during session.
Daddy, blow me like the breeze in the morning.
Breeze capitalized.
Can't wait to use that in my next RP.
I mean, Athelstan does eat.
Did he leave any crumbs?
Now he cleans up.
It's important to get like all your courses of meals a day.
Yeah, just going around the ship and prestidigitating.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
has all the pieces of
I told you,
clothing.
his secret
And,
was that he's always hungry.
All right, everybody is
Oh
thoroughly
no, he's gonna
cleaned,
basically be celibate.
except in your brains.
because prestidigitation can't clean that.
No, it's
No.
the only way you can see, I think.
What is your prestidigitation? I feel like you've told us once before, but I forget. How does that look to the rest of us?
I don't think I've described it before.
There's something else you meant to describe then. I forget. What's it look like? I want to know.
It's like a fart in the wind.
like a fart in the wind. Key lime pie. Fuck you. That's Gabriella's job. I've seen the art.
Thank God.
It's official. It's done by the character, so
Mhm.
I mean by the player, not the character. Can you imagine if Keeli was like it was like
Drawing porn of herself.
herself and
No.
Mrs.
no.
Mrs.
Okay,
Gabriella
Keeli-
Keeli.
Keeli is way too uptight for that. Way too uptight.
It's always the repressed ones with religious issues that turn out to be the kinkiest. Trust
Yeah,
me.
literally
will
every
know.
time. I'm sorry, y'all. I said it once, I'll say it again. Catholics is just kinky Christians. It's a lot of repressed shit.
Well, I know Artemis and I both grew up Lutheran, so
Slide into that Atlas.
At last.
At last.
Atlas.
I thought you were gonna say Athel ass.
apple stand. So do we get there today?
So what is the? I want to know what the predigestation.
Oh yeah, what
is
does it
like
look like?
first, and then we can get there. Sorry,
It-
it's important to me.
Like smoke poofs.
Oh, literally like a fart in
Yeah,
the wind. I
literally like
didn't
a
know
fart
you
in
were
the wind.
serious. I didn't know you were
Okay,
serious.
okay.
Just like
Breeze just walks around everybody farting until you're all clean.
Like
just crop
like,
dusting.
it looks like smoke bombs.
Just little localized smoke bombs.
Yeah, like
Smoke
All right.
bomb.
Walk up on deck and do it to a very confused Keela too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Bless you.
you wear heavy armor. You stink.
No, but like she would have no idea what's going on. Breeze just walks up and goes poof.
Or it just comes up through the grates and just like surrounds you and just goes.
Atlas asked me to clean everybody. We apparently smell.
Yeah, you
We've
do.
been in the jungle for a while, so that makes sense. Thank you.
And now remembering that I can cast without consequences, I'm going on a casting spree.
I hope it scratches that itch.
Actually, sounds like a really good idea. I'm gonna open my spells.
Are you okay, Breeze?
Yeah?
Shan was a lot. So
I thought you said Athelstan was a lot. I was like,
that's
Also
also
true.
true.
That too.
wow, but you saying it so blatantly. It's right. You're true. You're telling the true truth. I will take leaf engraved orb out of my inventory
And put it in your body.
and put it in my
Exactly.
not as I'll put it as worn.
There is no flared base. You cannot put it in your body.
It's inside of his body. It's not coming out.
Nope.
Not easily, at
Sure, we can
least.
cut it out.
Team egg.
That'll be very painful.
Team egg.
You all have your varying breakfasts. Coffee or
Jeremy.
whatever. Just ignoring chat now
Yeah.
because of that troll. And you settle in for your first day at sea. Is there anything you wish to accomplish during the day?
I have at least a question before someone accomplishes something.
Okay.
I'm still 1 foot in the green. How much grass has grown up out of this wooden ship?
Nothing, because it's based on the environs.
Okay. Just making sure. Cause I was like, cause who actually just was like, so hey, the ship's made of wood, right? I'm like, yes. It's like,
Nope.
cool. Just making sure, because I couldn't get that out of my head. Fuck you, Hoot.
Keeler, you have constipated face on.
I
gotta take a dump?
You gotta go
no.
poo-poo? You gotta make boom boom?
It appears I have made boom boom.
No, I just
Mr. Penis.
we still have a couple of days on this ship, right? Before we probably get there that we
Calypso's not sure.
Use our spell slots?
Well, Breeze has been cantripping all over the place, so
Well,
they're
that's
probably
fine.
fine.
I know, I'm just wondering whether or not I want to burn my 5th level again.
And Keelah did do Sending and Commune, which are leveled
And
spells.
I rolled an 18 on my wisdom save, by the way.
Okay. You are no longer stressed.
For now, Appy's gonna make you stressed in a bit, probably in game.
Excuse me.
It's fine. It's
Is it
fine.
fun?
Sure. It's fine. What the hell does that spell do?
I don't know. I don't know what spell you're looking at.
I got it. Oh boy. I don't know if I want to burn my 5th level spell.
I do.
Okay.
Like I do, but I don't know. Wait, you go ahead and burn yours while I look at the wording of this spell.
Burn away. What are you doing?
haven't decided exactly how this is gonna how it would happen. But there is a glass. We did establish that there is a glass.
Like a looking glass?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And he has a focus of extreme value.
Yep.
Yep.
You have it if it's inside.
You
of
break
you?
the glass. Oppa!
Kind of dumbass spell are you about to do?
What did you say, Rob?
I wasn't sure if the focus was your orb thing,
Yeah.
which is now inside of you.
Yes.
So do you still have it if it's inside of you?
Yes. We're gonna find out.
So what are you doing?
I don't know. Because I think the talk, there must have been some breakfast talk and talk about like what's going on and possibly in Barovia and where we might land and whatnot, and generally noticing how Heli is like also kind of mopey Stan.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say? What did you say, Rob? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Basically, cat.
Ah,
Sherry. Hi, baby.
The void. Hey, Shuri. I love Shuri's eyes. They just are no thoughts, only Shuri.
Wait to steal her when I come up there.
She likes standing out. She likes outside of the bathroom.
She's the bathroom protector.
Okay, good to know.
and
She's
this
very cute.
strange ability. He wonders what else he might be able to see if he really concentrates.
Windsor has a weirdly human face. Like, it's
Yes,
cute.
he does.
His face is like, I've asked other people, I showed them pictures of Windsor. I'm like, is his face like really human in a way? And they're like, actually, yeah, it is.
That's upsetting.
It's
I
cute,
posted
though.
him in Pets today with his Charlie toupee.
Yeah, it's very cute.
That's terrifying, but
Wait,
adorable.
a Charlie
You posted that, and then like 30 seconds later, my phone dinged, and it was Vince sending it to me.
What's a Charlie toupee?
It's Charlie's shed.
And you put it on Windsor?
I didn't.
Did Vince?
Yes.
He's washing his face at the glass after the prestidigitation fart cloud.
Okay.
That doesn't make his skin feel tight, but you know. Trying to pretend the real thing is happening is always nice. He'll stare into the mirror and he'll kind of like think, like I don't know what Keeli's doing right now, but Keeli took her coffee and went upstairs. He's trying to tame his hair back a little bit to get it out of his face. And he just kind of pauses.
Mm-hmm.
And tries to... Not quite getting a handle on the true sight bit of it, the true sight part, but like the sight of something, I guess. And if Calypso is right, he can see.
So you're doing True Sight? Or True Seeing?
No. I would like to burn my 5th level spell slot.
Cast Scry?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cedar would know that it's not going to work, but he doesn't know that.
Yeah.
He barely understands it. Because he's not a divination wizard.
As you're sort of casting this, what is Athelstan's thought process?
But he also needs the allies he already has. And she cares about her. And she's mentioned... I think you did mention that you hadn't been able to get in contact with her, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said that it hadn't been working.
I don't know if domains are different planes of existence, or how close we are to any of them right now. But maybe if he focuses hard enough, he thinks of the very last time he saw Gabriella, and it was when she was in a lip lock with his adopted older sister, which was dramatic and disgusting, but that be that as it may. He's sure that Keelah has more than once found him and Mina vile and disgusting anyway. And he thinks about the silver of her hair, the different shades of gray and tones of gray to her skin,
Mm-hmm.
the scars, and the whipcord muscle all the way down her back that was revealed in that very low back cut dress. He thinks of her power that she has.
Okay.
He squints.
Peering into the glass, your complexion and face begins to change and morph, swirling around until purple fades to gray. And you're seeing Gabriella's eyes looking back at you. Her long white hair in a braid over one shoulder, and her pale red eyes staring out ahead of her. There's no noise. It's just her.
She willingly fail it? I think I can see and hear
Mhm.
through her as if I were there. I can move with her.
You can
And-
see her and hear her. Everything
the
around
sen-
it, not so
creates
much.
an invisible sense. Phil said the spirit creates an invisible. Oh, okay, got it. That's a little different for Cedar. Cedar thinks. Okay. She doesn't move. There's nothing, but she's there.
She is moving. Seems like she's walking. The ground is stone and the walls are sort of an amber gold color. She seems to be alone.
He'll stick with it because he can do that because it is a 10-minute concentration.
Okay.
He'll follow along.
A few minutes pass of her walking, and you begin to hear another voice. It's hard to make out, so I need you to make a perception check. See if you can pick anything up.
Has she been blinking?
See if this perception check, and we'll see if she has been.
Seven.
I
Total.
haven't really been paying attention to if she's blinking or not. You can't make out the other voice.
Does she
You just
respond?
see her.
Wait, she can't.
See her nod. And then turn around and start walking back.
Am I able to? I know I didn't do terribly good on the perception to hear. Can I take in any of her surroundings within 10 feet of her?
Just what I've described before. Stone floor, kind of gold and amber walls.
What
walls
is she wearing? Is she hobbled?
Doesn't appear to be. She's wearing her armor.
Is she intact?
Seems to be.
Okay. He'll stay with her as long as he can.
Okay. She's still walking when the spell ends.
You know, when you come out of a dissociative moment and your eyes are kind of like crossed and you're starting to get a headache.
Yep.
Fuck. You know, when you get, I think he's got maybe like something new. He's like trying to rub it out of his eye, and he like starts rubbing at his chest again,
Mm-hmm.
feeling his heart pick up.
And the scar.
He'll go, the scar. Feeling the scar. What about it?
Well, you just feel it.
And he'll go over to he'll go after Keli.
Okay. Going up to the top deck, you find Keli
Drinking coffee and looking out.
And brooding.
Bunch of edgelords, Sherry.
Yeah.
Frantically trying to read some of my spells.
Brooding over your failure. No, he doesn't say that. I came up here to brood. You're making it difficult. You look a lot better at brooding than I do. He'll like go over to Keli and like actually bump into her. Keli.
Athelstan.
Look at me. Look at me.
I am. You're just over here.
Alive. She's alive.
What do you know?
I saw. Sorry, I got a massive headache. Okay, saw it. I saw her. She was walking. She spoke to somebody. I don't know what she's doing or who she's with. But if what I saw was true, she's alive. I can't tell exactly what your face looks like right now. There's just a big old aura squiggly, like right in the middle of my vision. I can't tell if you look happy or not.
I am.
Or sad. Or brooding.
All of the above? Sure. I never should have sent her away.
Who says that she would have been any safer with us?
Sent her to go finish the job, Athelstan. I wasn't thinking.
Well, she would have died otherwise.
Maybe.
Either way.
The place of punishment, though. Of course she wasn't going to finish.
If she didn't try. The eight-legged one would have killed her anyway, so.
Yeah.
Besides, you know where her loyalties lie.
What?
I don't know. I don't fucking know, Keli. All I know is that you haven't exactly been in balance. I don't know what exactly she is to you, but it kind of looked like she made you a little happy.
Did?
And you were slightly less annoying.
Hey?
But if she matters to you, I'll try. Oh, that hurt.
What do you do exactly?
I don't know. It's new. It's something different. I can see things sometimes now. Weird things that I Mm.
What did you do to your chest?
I didn't. What?
Your
He'll
chest.
glance down and he'll see that his shirt is like falling open. And he'll like just like close it again and like pull the strings tighter. I don't want to talk about it. Not right
Any
now.
beyond that yet?
What?
Keeping secrets from each other like that?
It's not the act of keeping a secret, Keela. It's that I am not exactly sure what I did. And I'm not exactly ready to kind of talk about it. You've been through a lot, we've been through a lot, I've been through a lot, you know. Then he kind of leans against the railing, trying to like crack his sternum. He's like,
Question, does this feel like an actual boat?
Make a perception check.
last time
Or
you looked
investigation.
out, you're gonna look out at the sea again and see tentacles trying to turn us
No.
into calamari?
No, because Keelah gets seasick.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Make a
And
water
C-sec
vehicle
on the-
check. You know, everybody, we love vehicles in 5e. It's so useful, that skill.
Yeah.
16.
With playing paladins.
16.
Feels like a boat to you.
No. Oh, don't make that face. Don't make that face.
Make a
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
It was a 16 on die, so it's 19 total.
Is
For
it
con?
disadvantage though?
Yes.
It is a
though?
disadvantage.
Oh no!
Because Athelstan is dry heaving.
Ooh.
And you know what happens when somebody's like,
Yes.
"Woo?"
Yes. 14.
Mm,
You get about like,
it's vomit right there.
it's like right there, like right under your jaw.
You look green.
Where it burns.
And then
Don't.
he makes another "Woo" noise and you're done.
I run to the railing and just throw
We're at
up
the
over
railing.
the side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, duality.
Wow,
Power must have come back on.
I see. That.
Oh, awesome.
Kelly, are you
Well,
here though? Are you just like
Yeah. So
Oh.
Keelah upchucks over the railing and
Okay. Athelstan will like hang on to the railing, just like pat her on the back. Let it out. Let it out. This is why
I'm
you
glad
weren't.
it was just coffee.
This is why you weren't a sailor.
Exactly.
That's why you weren't a Navy guy.
Exactly. Although we
Does
didn't really have
does
that.
heaven have Navy?
Not really. We did have a couple of people who rode Hollyphants, but that was about it.
The fuck is a Hollyphant?
It's like a fuzzy elephant, but it's got horns and wings. They're fucking adorable.
how big were these people that rode them? Because Hollyphants are not the size of elephants.
No, they're smaller,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Divas
Yeah.
were huge, weren't they?
But they could get bigger, I thought.
it's like Mount Olympus Hollyphants.
Let me just double check because I'm pretty sure they're like travel size for your convenience.
Yeah, but I
If that
thought
was
they could
my
get
real
bigger.
size, your cow here would die of fright.
They have a
Oh,
mammoth
that's
form,
small.
which is huge.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I thought.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay.
I was like, I'm pretty sure that they can change form. Like they're usually very small, but they can get big.
Hollyphant, I choose you.
They're like elephants with wings.
Oh man. Okay.
Nice.
He takes your. He. I think. Can I roll to like save the coffee?
Sure. Dex save.
Okay. Well, that's probably not going to be that great because that's a 5 on the dice. The dexterity, a total of 8.
Yeah, no. The coffee hits
Gun.
the deck as Keelah upchucks overboard.
Oh, it's for the best, really. I don't know why you drink that shit like that. It could be so
Like
much.
it.
It could be so much better, Keelah. Nostalgia sometimes isn't an account for taste.
It's me wake up in the morning.
You could put a little bit of sugar in it, maybe a shot of caramel or chocolate.
Where are we gonna get chocolate?
I don't know. He like he immediately
raise an eyebrow at.
he immediately wonders
Ethel's
whether
name.
or not he covered he was like he covered the cocoa beans that were growing along the headboard of the bed with the pillow before he left. I don't know. And he like fakes up.
Like throws up again.
Okay.
Oh.
Razira, since you're here now, you have boarded a ship.
Oh boy.
It's
boy.
crazy. You've never been on a ship before. It's very big.
Board my boat.
And
There's another cat on board.
there is another cat on board, and you can smell them. They're down in the hull. You hear from Atlas that this cat's name is Charlie, so you can go talk to him if you want. It's also a very odd thing. You think for a boat this size, it would need more than one person on to crew it. But you only see Captain Calypso.
I mean, she's never even seen a boat before, so how would she know you need more than one person to crew it?
We're getting there. Because as you watch when the ship leaves Valasham, ropes seem to pull up of their own accord from the dock. The anchor is weighed without any input from Calypso herself. And the sails drop. Again, with no input from Calypso, no action on her part. You can only conclude that there are spirits aboard, things you cannot see. So I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
7.
Perfect.
Oh boy.
You're just a wee bit stressed.
No.
Just upside down on the yardarm, clawed in.
Yes. Other than that, you are free to move about the cabin because you can't see anything, so there's nothing there. Eventually, as the rest of your party just kind of goes about their day, you do settle a little bit and are able to enjoy some seafood chowder and bread and meats and pickles.
And farts
Veggies.
of prestidigitation.
And you are thoroughly cleaned the next morning by Breeze.
Steam cleaned.
Using fart magic.
Ashiest cloud. Got it.
You have breakfast again. Bread, toast, bacon, eggs, coffee. Is there anything you would like to do?
All of us or Razira?
Razira. Don't jump in all at once.
I'm just saying, probably due to the ghost, she's probably regretting her life choices and trying to hide.
Okay. Where is she trying to hide?
Probably where she doesn't think there's any spirits.
Which
One
would
of the
be-
beds.
Yeah, under one of the beds. Oh, she could totally overhear Athelstan doing the stupid shit that he did.
Under one of the beds, then?
Yep.
Okay. So this bed is an actual bed. It's not a cot. Or, sorry, it is a cot, but it's not like a sleeping bag on the ground or like a thatch.
We did establish that, yeah,
mat.
because there is an underside where Sly slept under while
Yes.
the deed was done on top.
There is an under of the bed. You sleep under there, and you feel protected and calm. However, when you do that, Athelstan, please briefly recount everything that you did on that bed.
Previously, or just this past
This
day?
trip.
Last night.
He came down alone, and he sat on the edge of it and muttered to himself for a while, and water droplets hit the floor between his boots, and um I don't know if there was any light changes or anything like that. I feel like maybe the leaf orb would give off like a soft green kind of glow.
little
Maybe
bit.
if you were really listening for it, maybe like when you leave your TV on down the hallway, like a slight hum, not like an annoying one. I don't think you could see. Were you under the was she under the one he was sitting on or under a different one? Because that's perspective.
I don't know. Where would you sleep? Whose bed would you be under?
Probably the one closest, farthest away from the door.
Athelstan's.
Yeah.
Or Keeli's. One or the other.
If all this stuff is going on top of her, it's on above her, she'd probably be booking it to another corner of the room while this is happening.
Well, he would have come down after you had been hiding.
Yeah, so
I'm
with
just saying,
Athelstan sitting there, like, you know it's Athelstan, you know his smell, you know his boots.
He's
like,
quite obviously crying.
Would you bolt, or would you stay there and hope he doesn't notice?
She would probably stay there until, like, some weird, like, ghosty shit happens.
Okay. No ghosty shit happens. The lighting above you changes. The floor between his boots gets a little bit damp.
Makes a few painful noises, because shoving an entity's living heart and orb, whatever, it's just there now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all you. There's no ghosty shit that happens.
And then he just kind of like walked around the room a little bit, looking around. Maybe
and then he stared at
muttering,
himself for a while.
Muttering to himself in the kitchen, apparently. Stared into a mirror for a little bit.
Would he have noticed Razira there or known she was there?
No.
He's a little bit in his own head.
But the paper appearing.
It depends. Like, how
he just
closely do you watch him as he moves around the space?
Well, it depends if anything's getting in the way. Because she'd be watching whoever's moving around just on principle of the matter.
It's him only down there.
That's him. The only thing that you see that's a little bit odd, but maybe not spiritual by any means, is a piece of paper.
He plucks it out of
flutters.
The air.
Yes, but he's also magical. So he could manifest paper for all you know.
And then he's like rubbing, and then he just like stomps out of the place and just runs and goes up the stairs. What does that mean? What does that mean? And that's it.
It's like if anybody saw her at the end of that, she'd just have like big old saucer eyes and just like looking very confused and concerned.
And just like your whole back is just like holding your little tail.
Do you sleep under there?
Yeah.
It's just people sleeping under Athelstan's bed.
I don't know.
To be fair, it's probably one of the few places on the ship she'd probably feel safe right now.
Fair. Morning comes. Athelstan is the first awake. You wake to breakfast being served on the large tables. And Athelstan kicking Keeli awake and then having like a manic moment to run and check his reflection and then pop up to the top deck and then come back down and then sit down on his bed again. And then there's some arguing between Keeli and Athelstan about, well, you're not sure because you don't speak that language. And then everybody else sort of wakes up and then the conversation about prestidigitation occurs. Because y'all
And you are
stink.
thoroughly pampered. Residual, contact cleaning.
Any response? What do you do now?
Not really sure. Let's look around the ship. Probably. If she doesn't see anything spectrally happening,
Nope.
then she's going to go and explore the ship,
Okay.
or try to. Although if stuff starts moving, she's out of there again.
All right. Top deck, mid deck, lower deck.
Well, all that stuff happened at the top deck, so probably lower deck.
Lower deck. Okay. You make your way to the hull, and here is where you smell the other cat.
Is Charlie territorial?
We're about to find out.
Oh boy.
He is a good boy, and I love and appreciate him, both me and Atlas.
Floof.
Eepy.
No brain, just floof.
Really nothing going on behind those eyes. Just like
What do you
my
do
little
in the
idiot.
lower deck?
She looks around and just keeps figuring out where things are. If there's like empty barrels and stuff that are open, she'll probably like climb inside them or something.
There are
Sniff around,
some empty crates that you're able
knock
to
some shit over.
You're able to find a very comfy crate that you can curl up in.
As long as she doesn't get shipped off to somewhere in the domain.
Okay. You do at one point look up to the top of the crate and see this sort of from nose up, floofy orange fur, bright yellow eyes, just looking down at you.
She looks back up at it.
And then it runs away. I think that's a good... Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, she's gonna stick her head out of the crate and like...
You see a big, fluffy, like, bottle tail disappear behind some crates and sacks.
She's gonna go back in the crate, and if anybody who understood Chilton would just hear the Chilton word for asshole.
And I think that's a good place to pin it for the night.
Does it sound like?
I don't know.
You make the cannon.
Yagari?
Yagari.
Yagari.
All right. Now you all know the Chilton word for asshole. Yagari.
Yay!
Thanks everybody for sitting in with session on it with us. I'm glad Missouri has power again. That's nice. That's good times.
Never too late. Always good for a one-liner, Razira is. Ashy is down. Got it.
Yep.
Will forever be my favorite line.
Absolutely. Stick around for the raid. You can use those platinum pieces to help Rahuna the party as they travel towards Barovia. Probably making landfall next week. It's, let's get a move on. Check us
Hopefully
out.
we all have power then.
Hopefully. Tomorrow night, Jeremy's Blood in the Six game, Chapter 2 is live with a couple of frequent flyers here at the Vactaire. You might notice a couple faces that are familiar.
Yeah.
Wednesday, you can catch us over on Cantrips and Coffee for the Society, which is our Call of the Cthulhu game. And then, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, back here. Have a good night, everybody. We will see you when we see you.